All right, I'm going to go live. All right, we return to Quest for the Frozen Flame. We are doing a new blog, so we actually have a few new friendly faces joining us. Some folks could not continue. And it kind of was a good moment for us to have the end of that blog because we lost several characters, and the sole survivor is Ernest Nansen, the party's mastermind rogue. I want to first ask, let's just do a few introductions. I'm Ronald the Ruse Lawyer. You all know me. I have a YouTube channel. I'll start with our Ernest player.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So my name is Craig, and I've been playing Pathfinder Second Edition since its release, and have and GMing as well, and just am excited to be playing in this campaign. I've had a great time so far. Ernest, maybe not so much. But yeah. So Ernest is like was said, a mastermind rogue, intelligence based. Ernest was a teacher from Taldor, far to the south. I say far to the south, but it's still technically the northern hemisphere of the planet. But
you are a foreigner to these people.
But yes, I am a foreigner to these lands, but have been taken in by the following and everything like that. He was a professor before, and so now he's kind of been out of his element, but he's getting used to it. He's getting more into his element, but then now everything's been shaken up again. So who knows what happen with him going forward.
Mm-hmm. And next is Danek.
All right. Hello, my name is Anthony. I'm now playing Danek. He is a wild shape type druid. He was born to the following. He's kind of old. Well, old for the following. He is in his third decade. He is sort of a scout in training, but also is one of the following's cooks. He will be hopefully replacing Finner. We'll see how that goes, because he was kind of unforgettable, but
irreplaceable.
And, irreplaceable. But yeah. So he's eager to. Well, we'll just leave it at that. He's eager.
Okay. And Gunter.
Yep. My name is Ken, or Underhill. I will be, will be playing Gunter Steinfaust, a half-elf dwarven monk. He is not from the following. He was kind of in the area when Ernest, in the previous group, went into the cave, and then Ernest came out of the cave, so he's kind of joining up to see what he can do to assist.
Mm-hmm. And then Arctura.
My name's Mason. I'm relatively new to Pathfinder Second Edition, but I GM it, so I've familiarized myself as best I can with playing. Really have enjoyed the system so far. I think the 3-action economy is great, and I love all the character options. I'm playing Arctura, who is a half-elf or aiuvarin oracle. I think people call them Arc for short, so anyone can feel free to do that. And they go by they them pronouns for the most part, but kind of anything works. Anything else? Cosmos Mystery Oracle. And yeah, and they've grown up in the following. They're relatively young though, maybe only about 19 years old, but they've been around. The Broken Tusk is all they've known.
You might have said this before, but is your Pathfinder experience GMing only?
Just about. I have had a few limited opportunities to play on this side of the screen, but for the most part, it's been GMing. Yeah.
Okay. And Tiefz.
Hi, I'm Harp, and I'm playing Tiefz, who is a goblin, animal instinct, barbarian, cat instinct, and yeah, he's been with the following since he was found as essentially a semi-feral child by the following and was taken in and raised. So pretty much only really knows the following. And yeah.
Okay. And we return to Ernest, who was told by his friends to get away while he had a chance. Ernest and Ken, why don't you tell us what happens now?
So Ernest runs out of the cave. As soon as he's sure that he is no longer being followed, he just sort of kind of collapses down to the ground, and it is weeping. Rose actually like comes up and kind of like squeezes into his neck, and much to his kind of surprise and confusion, he actually senses an outpouring of care and love coming from Rose. Something that, like, you know, I mean, he's had Rose for a while and understands, but this is like something more, a deeper connection that he didn't really have before. And it adds to the confusion and everything going on, but at the same time, it's comforting.
Okay. And I guess after a few minutes or so of you being on the ground, weeping, you'll hear, "Oi! So what's?" No, that's not the right accent I want. I don't want him to sound like Braum. That would be kind of creepy for Ernest.
Boo.
Anyway, he'll walk up. I'll come to the accent later. He'll walk up and just ask, what's happened. I mean, I saw you're in, and only you're coming out.
Ernest immediately shoots up and knocks an arrow in his bow. As he takes a step back, unfortunately, that's a step onto ice, and he actually slips and falls.
How far?
How's Rose? What's Rose doing?
Rose probably falls at the same time that Ernest does. So, yeah, but she's going to stay nearby as Ernest is getting himself back up again after slipping and falling.
Whoa, hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. I saw your group go into the cave and was kind of interested and was watching, and then now I see only you're coming out of it, and you don't look too happy.
I'll point out that you know the terrain, Gunter, and you know that these caves are known to be a harbor for dangerous animals. It's usually something you avoid.
Right.
You're not with the burning mammoths?
The who?
I think that answers the question.
I don't keep up with peoples around here much. I stick to my mountain.
Okay.
Also, there's been some strange sights recently. Giants walking in the mountain range. A fireball just yesterday, and causing a collapse. Oh, you're muted, Ken, or something. Uh-oh.
How about now?
That works.
Yeah.
And why?
Phone being funky.
Yeah.
I'm Ernest. Yes, I unfortunately had to flee from a demon. And by the way, I don't mean that figuratively. It was literally a demon. So I wanted to clarify that. I wasn't, being like, oh, it's a demon. No, it's a demon.
I heard Ken mouthing a demon, but I'm not hearing him. Are other people... Yeah, I think there's an issue again. No, I don't hear. I can see you speaking... I have the read lips feed at the moment, though. I usually can't read lips. Okay. No, still not hearing.
I'm going to reset
Now
Discord.
It works. Now I hear you. And I'm not sure why this is happening.
I also
I usually don't have
had-
issues with your sound, too. Maybe it's just a...
Yeah, I have-
Maybe you should log out and in. Maybe that.
Yeah, I've got 4 video swirlies going on right now, so let me drop out of Discord and come back in.
Okay. Okay. And meanwhile, I think that... Here... the three of you've been under the tutelage of Panuaku, whose sister... Panuaku is the more fiery and brash of the two sisters, who is a master scout. Her sister Weepa had been the one who trained the other group of scouts, though she's now caring for her new infant. Actually, triplets. She has triplets. But Panuaku has been with you and says it's now time to come back. And says, Tiefz, where are you?
Run over.
She warns you that you must stay with the group. You can't just simply wander off without telling your status in this. You will never be a scout. She gives you a scolding.
I take it like on the nose, like, oh, I'm so sorry. Won't happen again.
You must not think simply for yourself.
Yes, of course. Following first, always. Yes.
Danek, you notice that this is a bit, Panuaku kind of has to be the grown-up. She's usually not the grown-up when Tiefz is around. And you now head back. Sorry, Ken, I just kind of moved on to our other... Yeah, I think you guys were...
Keep the stream just dead while I was rebooting with Discord.
All right. Anything you want to say about your this particular... You guys have been assigned to scouting the rear to see if there are any reports of the burning mammoths approaching, or the giants. You have not seen signs of them, and you also were looking for possible passes, alternate ways that the burning mammoths could reach you. At least with your initial reconnaissance, you have not found that, because the main pass was snowed in by the recent avalanche. Is there anything else you want to say happened or ask about?
I'll just say that as we're going, I think Ark is kind of walking around and just like looking for cool like sticks or rocks to kind of just like pick up and play with as we're walking around.
I am the only...
Not straying too far from the group, but just kind of
Mm-hmm.
Staying close enough, but kind of wandering.
Yeah. As much as you may wander, she keeps her eyes intently on Tiefz.
Yep.
Okay. You see that back at the following, everyone seems to be gathered around around Ernest, and you know that Ernest had gone ahead to and you wonder immediately, where's the rest of the scouts? And you hurry up, I assume, and and he seems to be in the middle of just starting his story. Ernest, what do you report?
We entered the cave in order to begin clearing out, so that the following could come through and we could enter into Lost Mammoth Valley, but shortly in we encountered a demon wearing the skin of a giant cat. It was strong and caused our animal companions to turn against us. Something about the air about it, or whatever, it caused them to stop seeing us as allies, to stop seeing anyone as an ally. And it's simply, we became overpowered, and
Let's see what kind of interrupts you, and he sees you're very upset and says, "Did it look like it was flayed, that had no skin?"
I didn't see the creature itself because it was wearing the skin of another creature. It was, but I understand that there are. It's a type of demon. The name escapes me, but I've heard about it. A type of demon that wears the skins of creatures that it kills, and can cause animals to act strangely. But and that's what it was.
You don't need to tell more if it hurts, but it looks like we've lost our kin. And I believe what you speak of is a Roru demon. Foul creatures that mutilate animals, lay them to waste, who are driven by an insatiable desire to maim, and they cause animals to lose their sense. And it's unfortunate because your animals were very loyal to you.
Indeed. Rose surprisingly didn't seem affected, but maybe it's just that she didn't get violent. I don't know.
Yes, Argakoa takes Rose in her hand and gives and pets her and says, "No, this one seems serene. It also seems a bit different than before. Am I right?"
I don't. It's strange. Over the past few days, I have been having some strange dreams that involved Rose. And the winter storms. I don't. It's hard to explain, but during our encounter with that, I was able to somehow control ice and cold in a way that I've never done before. It was odd.
Yes, I believe. I'm afraid the answers will not be in your studies, she says. I will, but, and who is this? She looks at the stranger.
Oh, this is Gunter. He saw me come out of the cave and was kind enough to accompany me back here. It was I didn't want to journey alone, and I was grateful for the company.
Well, you know our rules. I don't know if you told Gunter, but... And Let's Do It interrupts and says, yes, he'll need to stay with us. We cannot have people who know of us and our numbers and could be wandering off. We are not... we are not... our following is not safe right now, if you understand. If that's agreeable. Well, I'm telling you, whether it's not agreeable... Whether it's agreeable to you or not, you are going to stay with us, so long as you are abide by our rules.
You have seen our face, so you can never leave.
I must apologize, Gunter. That did not cross my mind. The state I was in. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned this to you.
Well, I live in the mountains. I don't really see any need to separate out as long as you're in the mountains.
Okay. And Letsua says, well, what do you know of this cave? He says to you, Gunter. Because we could... Finding passage through this cave could be your freedom.
All I know about this particular cave is it usually has wild creatures going in it, not coming back out. I don't usually go in the caves much. Or at least not this one.
Yes, and Panwaku says, we apparently seem to have found the cause. It must be this demon. And we also need to respect the dead. And the Mammoth Lords nod and say, yes, we need to make sure that that thing does not desecrate our kin. Panuaku says, whether or not you're scouts, she turns to the three of you. Your services are needed now. You will need you to, and she kind of and Letsua asks Ernest if to and actually tells Ernest to lead a group back into the cave.
Of course, it needs to be done.
He puts his hand on your shoulder.
And I think
take whatever rest you need, and let us know what we need to do for you. Otherwise, we'll need to. There's a group C that Paniwaku is now going to send out to, make sure you aren't surprised by any approaching enemies.
And Ark will walk over to Ernest and just say, I'm sorry you lost your friends. It wasn't your fault.
Danek will also...
I feel, I logically I know that's the case, Arctura, but my emotions are getting the best of me at this moment.
Argakoa at this time starts to sing a song. It's a memory for those who have fallen. It's a tribute to them. Others in the following are joining the song. It's one that all of you are with the following know as well. And Panuaku says, get what you need, get your supplies, sharpen your spears. And she will, and she wishes you luck as she prepares the next group to head out.
All right. As we're preparing, could I have a question.
Yeah.
We live in a world that up until recently had like demons pouring out of it from a big crack in the earth. So one, I think Ernest had some cold iron arrows given to you, right?
I did, yes.
Would it be common knowledge, or like relatively common knowledge, that like cold iron is good for dealing with demons?
Yes.
I
Okay.
had actually forgotten about that in the first encounter, but also I don't think I ever actually hit it with my arrows, so we also weren't rolling well during the encounter.
Yeah, it was some bad luck for sure.
It's-
I went back and watched it.
Yeah.
Maybe as Ernest is fiddling around with his
I shot
supplies.
it, but they didn't hit the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe as Ernest is fiddling around with his supplies, Ark might catch a glimpse of those fancy looking arrows and say, could I have just one of those? If I shoot off shards of metal at creatures, I might be able to use the tip of that arrow to do the same thing. I usually use my dagger here, but could be good to have some options.
Of course. And I'll give you one of the arrows.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'm going to say that one arrow fuels 2 needle darts.
One arrow. Oh, do you not
Yeah.
get the? What does the spell say? You get the. Do you get the shards back? Does it say?
Oh wait,
I
are
thought
my
it-
notes saying that?
Yeah, you get the
Oh no
metal
no
back.
no! You're
I was-
saying this is something
What-
you had in your inventory. I just thought something there was actually a set of arrows. Am I wrong? Is there a set
No,
of
needle
arrows that you're
darts.
talking?
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about
needle.
needle darts, and
Yeah.
it says that I get the metal returns to me after I make the attack.
Because you have your own thing in your inventory, your starting gear. Okay.
What?
I thought we
when
were
I
talking
asked
about a
about
set
it-
of arrows, so I was confused.
Oh no, yeah, I have a dagger in my inventory that I would be drawing
Oh, okay.
needle darts from
All right.
normally.
Okay, and we said
When
that that had 10 charges, quote unquote. Right? Am I wrong? Actually,
What?
I'm sorry.
When
I could be mixing
when I
some things
asked
up.
about it- no, when I asked about it previously for Scritch,
Mm.
he had the cold iron shield,
Oh.
and you said you'd be able to use the cold iron shield 10 times to do needle darts.
Oh, and I'm looking at my old note for Scritch that I left in here as I created my new cheat sheet. Okay.
Which, I mean, the cold iron shield technically is probably still in the cave. I doubt the demon tried to do anything with it because he probably wouldn't want to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing that might come back into play.
Okay.
Needle darts does say that the metal returns to you after the attack, but if you want to
Oh, it
nerf
does.
Yeah,
that
and
as
then-
the DM,
Yeah, my question had been, when it comes back, does it come back like in the original form or just as a new lump? Because I didn't know if I would be able to continue using the shield after using it for needle darts as a shield.
Okay.
So
I see the text, and it's yeah. Don't worry about resources then. If now that I see that needle darts says it all returns to you.
So,
Even though this kind of contradicts what I said about a previous item, but yeah, gives us less to track. Yeah,
So
it says all
Gunter-
the needles are made of the same metal, and the metal returns to you after the attack. Okay.
yeah,
And there's no
And my
rules
que-
anyway, given that are actionable that tells us, okay, this is how many needle darts you can do out of it. So I think the idea is it's kind of like torches, kind of. Not even torches. They give you a number of torches. This is like they want it out of sight and out of mind. It's like the new light cantrip.
yeah.
They just like want to take it out of the game. All right, that's our rules aside.
So-
I apologize.
So Gunter will, after the singing, while y'all are talking about getting the new scouts, I guess the new reverse or the new rear guard scouts set up, or was that talking to getting the Ernest's group together now?
Panwaku was saying she was going to go off and organize a this group,
Okay.
but you're
Um,
now, mustering yourselves.
Yeah, so Gunter will, I guess, since he heard Ernest being told to lead the group, he'll approach Ernest and I may not be much new to I am much new to the following, but I would be willing to assist you going back into the cave. My expertise with caves might come in handy.
You showed me kindness at my darkest moment and have given me no reason not to trust you. It would be an honor to have you with me.
Let's see
Okay.
what it says to Ernest. Takes you aside and says, make sure he knows nothing about what your intentions are after leaving the caves, assuming we get safely to the other side. Because he'll then be free to go. The less he knows, the more he's able to make his own choice.
Very well.
Meanwhile, I'm introducing myself individually to the other members of the new scouts.
I think Tiefz seems probably a little more agitated than normal as soon as he heard the thing about it wearing the skin of a cat. He just started growling a little bit. And, yeah, he still looks a little on edge.
Yes. All right, Ernest, let me know when you want to head to the cave.
So I went ahead and put myself to full, suggesting I would make sure I've got all the injuries that I had from the cave. But once I'm back to full, I'm ready. So
Leroy Jenkins.
I've got lay on hands, so we can always, if we have enough time, we've guaranteed healing that way. So
and I've got the medicine skill and continual healing, which means I can make a heal check, then make another, then make another, then make it. So
Oh, okay.
we've got resources to heal up. So
Okay. You head back to the cave, Ernest, and you see the entrance again. It's a large limestone cavern. It is very chilly here, even though it's sheltered from the wind. It seems unnaturally cold in here. There are small piles of snow lying in heaps. I'm going to put you on this map.
There we go.
Okay. And you see the dark cave entrance ahead. What is your source of light?
I cast light on my burnt out and stone.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually going to grab a torch myself and have Rose actually stay outside of the cave for now, and say I don't know what sort of effect it. I know you weren't affected last time, Rose, but I don't think we should risk any animals. But once it is destroyed, I will come back. And so I am actually leaving Rose behind.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
There are, you see the cave ahead with several exits and cliffs, a few cliffs.
I am going to tell the group, all right, the demon is to the left. To the left around a corner, behind a sort of curtain of, was it ice or stone?
Flowstone.
It was stone, yeah.
Yeah.
Behind a curtain of of stone is where it was layering.
Well, then we must.
What would let me ask the group, what is your marching order? How would you proceed forward?
Ark would like to be in the middle-ish, towards the back. So I guess number 4, if that's possible.
Yeah, Gunter will be in the second rank unless Ernest wants him to lead.
Ernest, knowing the width of these, will stand a little bit. Will actually stand next to Gunter, because he is still kind of guiding them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll be in front.
Who said that?
Oh, that's me. Tiefz, sorry. Let's see.
Me? Sorry. Oh, Tiefz. Okay.
Tiefz.
I don't know everyone's voice. Okay. All right. Tiefz. Then the Gunter Ernest combo. Danek and Ark.
have all of your weapons at the ready.
And as we're walking in,
Actually, be
because it's just kind of right off to the left. Ernest said, right?
To the left, and then a bit. Yeah, basically.
Okay, then as we are making our way in there at some point, Ark would like to cast Bless preemptively.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
This is also a question others will. So you worship Saren, right?
Me or?
I'm asking Arcturus.
Yeah, I mean, I think the powers that they have been attributed to Saren Ray,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of the. And you know, like Sister Cinder is the sort of the main deity of the Broken Tusk. I don't know that Ark feels any particular
Mm-hmm.
pull towards Sister Cinder or not.
Okay. And I'm remembering
They're
you're not a
pretty- they're
cleric.
pretty
I hear
ambivalent,
bless and I automatically think cleric. You're actually an oracle. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get to do whatever I want with my powers. No god can tell me what to do.
Okay. And what do you in Tiefz, what are you doing when you're exploring as your default activity?
yeah, my default I think is going to be avoiding notice, since yeah, my stealth is a little bit better than my perception.
Okay. Do you want to be avoiding notice like behind points of cover so that you could possibly be hidden,
Yeah,
but
kind of
also-
probably like sneaking along like the one of these walls essentially.
Okay. And what do you hold in hand by default? Nothing. Right? Your shield?
Just a shield. Just a shield.
Shield. Okay.
Oh, is Tiefz trying to avoid notice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have Cloak of Shadow that I could try and give you.
Okay. I'm not sure exactly what that does, but I'll say
I'm not
that it's kind of.
100% either.
Oh, I know because I have it in my new absurd video.
Oh, okay.
It
you can
creates
use
a 20-foot emanation of dim light through this supernatural cloak. And if an enemy does not have low light vision or dark vision, it acts you are concealed to that enemy. I'm now looking at my notes to see if it looks like Danek does not have low light vision.
I do not.
Ernest does not either.
Nope.
So those are two people who do not have that. But you know, when you're concealed to an enemy, you can hide. You can sneak after you hide. There's even this cool thing where you can leave the cloak on the ground and you can sneak away, because otherwise the radius of dim light moves with you.
Do we think I'm?
Oh,
like
it turns
I said,
bright
I'm
light to
relatively
dim
new
light. That's the
system.
effect specifically of Cloak of Shadow. It doesn't do anything more than that.
Someone who knows more than me does that sound useful here, or is it probably?
I think
No.
I'm okay without it because the avoiding notice is going to be more for the initiative, and then once we're in initiative, it's
The
gonna...
key is that the demon didn't have any light before we came, so it can probably see just fine in the dark.
All right, then I will.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be hiding too much in actual combat. It's just going to be jump out, start hitting stuff, you know.
Also, point of order for me, if I'm casting spells with like auras and stuff, would you like me to just drag those onto myself? I'll drag the like less aura. Okay, then I will do that.
Okay. And you can also expand it by left clicking the condition. Okay. So I assume you now proceed forward.
Indeed.
Yep.
Yep.
I will kind of take liberties and move you ahead. You see the Fallen up ahead. They, you know, they're not all in. Most of them are not in one piece. There still is a pelt here, but nothing is wearing it. It's just lying on the ground of a. It looks like it could be of a great cat. And there's the flow-storm curtain up ahead as well. You don't hear anything.
I kind of silently beckon to the flowstone curtain and kind of like motion to say it's on the other side of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. So I know that Tiefz is avoiding notice. Gunter, what are you doing?
Seeking.
Okay. And nothing in hand, I assume. Oh, you do have a shield.
I have a shield, but I don't have it out.
Okay. Danek, what about you?
Scouting.
Okay, you have a scout.
I'm, sort of taking over for Brahm in that aspect.
Mm-hmm. Anything in hand?
My trident.
Okay. Ernest, you are investigating, and what do you have?
And I have my bow, and I'll have an arrow knocked in it.
People should know he has a trap finder feat also.
Yeah, I was about to say, and also if there's traps, that's come in handy. I think every time I've failed, actually, so I don't think it's come in handy at all.
One day.
Someday.
One day there will be a trap, and he'll see it.
Rogues become legendary in perception. Again, I know this from my absurd video. Arctura, what about you? What are you doing?
I guess they'll follow the lead of like trying to avoid notice, trying to be just
Okay.
be sneaky.
Tiefz is not an expert, so you're not able to follow him. But you
Sorry, no, I was speaking not in a mechanical sense, just like they see Tiefz doing it, so they're going to try also. All right.
I see. And what are you holding?
I have a shield and a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't need a free hand to cast spells, correct?
Right.
So.
Okay. You kind of have to hustle ahead with your bless spell, all right?
Yeah.
It looks like it if it's not here, but if it comes and goes, it's not the end of the world.
Okay. Stalking forward, you see a creature. Its horns stick out, so it's incongruous with the pelt of a Smilodon, a saber-toothed tiger that it bears, and it lunges with a roar towards Tiefz.
Alright.
And I need to move these folks to the side, our old friends. Because they're not entering initiative.
Yeah.
I'm be worried if they were.
Yeah, that would be actually really bad for us.
Oh,
The good news is that they're not entering initiative. All right, here we go. And this thing, is also in a pool of blood as well. It looks like it, was heavily wounded from earlier.
Ernest, with your one.
Yeah, and I've got the best perception of the lot too.
And Tiefz, you know how to... Those of you who want to roll in stealth for initiative, there's a quick way to do that. You can either... If you prefer to roll stealth for initiative all the time, in your character sheet you can use that drop-down menu on the left-hand side. Also, when your token selected under attributes, all of your skills are listed under initiative. In fact, it's very easy to mix it with a skill check. A mistake I've done many times. But you can roll initiative through your token too, with any skill.
Well, I wasn't expecting.
I think mine worked. I already set that in my character sheet, I think, to stealth as my default.
Okay. Arctura, you're quick with your reflexes. What do you do?
Okay, so first action, I'm going to spend Sustaining Bless to increase the radius.
Mm-hmm.
So you said I can just left-click the condition.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. And, I actually, from my vantage point, I do not see the
you
demons.
basically
I'm gonna
heard the roar.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just try and get a little bit of a better vantage point, just kind of center myself a little bit, hopefully. So I think I'm gonna move. Or wait, I'm just gonna move like 10 feet, just to here, and
You sense it's behind that
I guess
curtain. It's around the corner.
Oh, it's behind this curtain,
Yeah.
like here. Oh, okay.
It's somewhere around the corner of it. Yeah, you just couldn't see it from where you were.
Okay, then and I'm going to raise my shield.
Okay.
And
Dan?
that's my turn. How do I raise my shield?
Oh, sorry. Foundry's our friend. First you can control space and type raise shield, I believe. And raise shield macros directory. Click and drag that onto your hotkey. Wait, no, that's not it. This may not be the best place to find it, but you see the one I use. It looks like a shield that is glowing, has a yellow aura. That's the one I use. And there's one of them's called a macro. And you can drag that onto your hotkey bar. That should work. Okay.
Okay, I raised my shield.
Danek.
Alright. Seeing how as Danek can't actually see anything, he's going to use his first action to move.
Ah.
There.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have 5 feet of movement left. Going to move there. And yeah. That is a thing. That is a thing that is there. He is going to then cast Gather Scree on the demon creature. So it's a 10-foot line, which I'm pretty sure I can reach him. So it's a DC 20 reflex save. Oh, I can place the 10-foot line. Sweet. How do I turn that?
Control or shift with mouse wheel.
I actually don't have to turn that. We're gonna cast that there.
Okay.
It
It's
has a
going
thing.
to, alright, you cause earth to fly from the ground, from beneath its feet. Oh, okay. It hops to the side and gives you a...
It does nothing. So those are my 3 actions.
Okay, Gunter.
Here we go with the rolls. I say pushing me on Finner.
Alright,
I will not cast spells as Finner.
Okay, so how far am I from the thing?
You are... You can move 25 feet
I have-
to get within melee range of it. Or 20 feet.
So did it actually move up to Tiefz, or was that
It
just
hasn't
no.
acted yet.
color? That was just colorful. Okay, I will delay.
Okay. I am looking up something really quick. When it notices the party. Okay. It is going to go up to Danek and try to bite him.
Yes. It's going to try to do that.
Okay. That
Every
misses.
+1 matters.
Oh, does it show you how much it misses by?
Yeah, missed by 1.
See it.
Okay. And a claw. Okay, that's a claws you for a good amount, including spirit. Wait. Oh yeah, spirit damage. Yep. This is turning into spirit damage.
Oh, my.
As written, it's alignment damage, but yep, spirit damage. Because it works both ways, right? So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Bless gave us +1 to AC,
Okay.
so that was just lucky.
Yeah, quite lucky. And you know what? When they roll low, it's actually your character being awesome, right? It's Danek just, you know, doing a spin with his hair flowing. Okay, that's...
I'm gonna come out of delay when it finishes its attacking stuff.
Okay, Danek, that's 15 damage that you take.
Alright, let's take damage.
Okay, Gunter.
Alright, so I've got a speed of 40.
You can flank.
Yeah, I want to get into flank.
Okay.
And then once I'm flanking, I will spend an action to activate my mountain stance. And I will punch the demon.
In fact, you can even go into the scatter scree area so that someone else can take another spot to flank.
Wouldn't
You enter
that give me?
mountain stance.
Wouldn't that give me penalties for being in difficult terrain?
No, your uneven terrain is bad. That makes you off guard.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so yeah, go into mountain stance, and then I will punch the demon.
Okay, punch or flurry?
Flurry of blows. Yes.
Okay.
'Cause it's one action.
All right. What is your falling stone? I imagine it's like.
It's +11. And
Oh yeah, it's plus
2D.
11. But I have this image of you like putting your hands together and trying to slam down on it. Here we go.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, I do. My hands kind of form together like this, and I like do a suplex type slam down
Yeah.
on it.
And he's attained the stance of the mountain as well, so he's tougher to hit. All right,
Yes.
14 plus 11. 25 is a hit. That is 10 damage, and some of it, it seems to be it seems to be supernaturally protected by the pelt, and the pelt takes half of that damage.
That was the first attack, though, right?
That was the
Oh,
first
right,
of the
right. The second one will combine. So here's the second attack. Okay, plus 6. Woo! 18 plus 6. That's a hit because it was flanked. That's 15 more. 25. Okay. All right. So half of that is applied against a demon, and I already have notes from last time of the pelt. Okay. The pelt is almost broken. Oh, no, it isn't. It has to be destroyed. Okay.
Ablative armor. I love
Yeah.
it.
Just return.
Okay,
Yep.
Tiefz, you find your
Right.
animal instincts are you suddenly feel a sense of panic. Give me a will save, folks. For some reason, Tiefz.
Does that give him the animal trait?
Gives him the beast trait.
Man.
I thought we looked it up, but
Oh, I looked it up. Beastkin.
Oh no, I'm not Beastkin.
Oh, you're not?
no, he's a
Is there
goblin.
another character who is?
I almost went Beastkin,
no.
but I stuck with Razortooth. I'm a
If
Razortooth goblin.
I use animal form, I
Okay.
gain the animal trait.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
His
I
is
think your
just a
comments
morph-
about that got me
Yeah.
planted the seed in my brain, my evil GM brain.
His
Yeah, even when I rage, I get the morph trait, but I don't get the
It's
animal.
morph
Correct,
trait.
correct. But
Trait.
if you're a beastkin, you would immediately have the beast trait. So okay, you're
Right,
fine,
but,
Tiefz. You feel a different tingling. In fact, what happened? What tell us?
Well, I think Tief is going to. Yeah, we're gonna rage. Because I don't like this guy wearing a skin of a cat.
No.
And then he's going to
And you
move-
actually morph a bit too. Am I right?
Yes, yeah. I imagine his eyes start go, because he basically normally just has the typical goblin straight red eyes thing. But that red kind of narrows down into a slit with black around it, almost like a cat eye.
Cool. Like cat eyes combo. Okay, click
Yeah.
apply
and
effect.
and you see his teeth it doesn't really look like his teeth changed too much, but he's just bearing them, and it's a bit more animalistic looking, but not too. It's a little more, mostly subtle, I would say.
Okay. In chat,
so
you
he's
see
gonna-
the apply effect button?
Oh yes, I do.
That
Apply
should
effect.
apply rage to you.
Okay.
Okay,
Check HP.
awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So he's going to move. I think.
Ooh,
up
and it gives you.
here.
It's automated. It gives you the claw attack too. Okay, good.
Right on. And then we're gonna fight him. See if this works.
Ooh, nat
Oops,
18. Okay, that is a
18.
hit. This
Okay.
thing is
Make sure. Let's see if the damage.
okay.
Okay,
16.
that is not. It should be D10s. So.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Roll 2 d10s separately for now. You may want to make a.
Okay.
You know how to make a macro?
Yeah.
Wait,
no.
don't worry about the macro yet. But
Okay, I'll try to look up a video on that or something.
oh no, it's
But,
super simple. But I will
Okay.
tell you. You see at the bottom of the chat there are these dice
Yeah.
buttons.
Yeah, sorry. Hold on. So it's going to be 2d10 plus, I believe, 6 altogether. So let's pull that.
Okay, great. Okay, 16 damage. It takes half of that. And this pelt is a heavily wounded, I'll call it. And so is the beast itself. Oh, and
that is all my actions.
yeah, let me type the formula in chat. If you click any button in your hotkey bar, it gives you the option of making a chat macro where you just type in the text that gets delivered to chat if you ever activate that hotkey. So you can just have this damage available at a key press.
Sounds good to me.
Though, yeah, I'm not sure why Foundry... Yeah, we got some interaction going on where you have an ancestry feat that gives you more bite damage or something.
Yeah, so there's
So maybe
things going on.
Foundry didn't catch it.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Yeah. Ernest.
All right. Ernest is going to take a step up here. Is going to recall the entire talk about cold iron earlier and is going to fire a cold iron arrow.
Okay. Do you want to do any recall thing?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. It's not 5-footed right now. Yes, I will recall knowledge.
Okay. All right. You know that. Do you have a specific question?
What is its worst save?
You note that it seems very physically strong and agile.
Mm-hmm.
If any weakness it has, it might be to its mental.
Okay.
It seems very ethereal and susceptible to influence.
Okay. I will say if you have any mind magic, it will be easier to hit, and I will shoot that arrow.
Okay. Wow,
Yes.
you guys are batting 100, you guys.
Yes.
All right, because it was
Kill
off
them.
guard and bless, that's a hit.
Ooh, 4 damage.
Not as good, but you do trigger its weakness to cold iron. Takes 5
Yay.
more damage.
Awesome.
Very good.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Arctura. Arc.
All right, so Ark is going to move around the corner here just to get kind of a view on the thing. And then they are going to. I'm trying to figure out. Is there a way to see how? I have a spell I might want to do that casts in a 15-foot cone. Oh, I can place a 15-foot cone to just kind of see. I don't have a way. I don't think I have a way to. Oh wait, I can. Can I? Is there a way to rotate this cone around so that it's only hitting the demon?
In Foundry, you would hold Shift and mouse wheel. Though I know what you want to do, so I'll just assume that's what you did.
Okay.
Oh, you were just placing this as an example.
Sorry, I think I placed yeah. So yeah, there is a way for me to cast that without getting my friends in the
Yes.
in the radius. Yeah. Okay. Then Ark is going to look at the demon and say, Mr. Demon, I'm sorry you have so much hate and suffering in you, but my family needs to use these tunnels. And I'm going to cast Spray of Stars.
Ah, this is your Revelation spell, right? One of them?
Yes. So it's a reflex save.
You fire a spray of tiny shooting stars, dealing fire damage. Okay. Are you going to place the cone, or should I just click a button?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I can place it. I want to see
I'm
if there's
not
a
very
cool
good
animation.
at. Yeah, and as after I cast it, you'll see that Ark's clothes and hair begin to float a little bit, as if they were sort of weightless, like you might see if someone was underwater or in space. And they look a little weaker.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
It also seems a little taller.
Yeah, I believe.
Okay, it dodges the brunt of the attack, but roll damage. Okay, it takes 4 fire, and its ability to split
takes-
the damage.
Oh wait, it takes 4 or just 2?
No, because it's not physical. It takes it all.
But it succeeded.
Yeah,
at the
but it
save.
succeeded on its saving throw.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're correct. All right, evil players towards yourselves, not evil GM. Okay, and it's dazzled for a round.
Nice.
Yeah. And do you have a way to? Are you in Foundry?
And
Can you
yeah,
apply the curse
that's
effect
all
on
three of my
yourself?
actions.
I wonder how one applies the curse effect. I'm looking. It might be good to have this in your hotkey bar too. Under your, I'm looking under your oracular curse, cosmos. I'll put this in chat. You see those rectangles? There isn't a minor. Effect, Curse of the Sky's Call. You see that? You can drag that onto your hotkey bar. And then with your token selected, press the hotkey, and then I think a pop-up will come up or something. Okay. Danek.
Yeah, so the bless effect is not does he have to sustain that only just to increase the radius, or is it stay?
Only to increase it.
Okay, so
Yeah, bless just lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay, good. Sweet. All right. So for Danek's first action, he is going to cast Untamed Shift to gain a claw attack. So I do have that listed as Untamed Claws as my strikes, in my strikes.
Okay. There's this spell effect, Untamed Shift. Do you want to experiment with that? Oh, you already did it.
Sweet. It automatically adds that claw attack. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So that's my first action. I grow claws, which is nice. For my second action, I'm going to attempt to poke it with my trident. The demon creature. So we're going to attack with the trident, which is a miss, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
And for my final action, I'm going to attack with the claw that I just gained.
That's a hit.
Which hits.
Ooh, look at those. Do you see the animation?
Yeah, that looks cool.
Looks like some eyes, cat eyes appeared on you, or animal eyes. All right, that's 8 damage. Okay, it takes 4 of that. And who does it hate more? It's really a crapshoot, really. Though Gunter, I think, is our top candidate.
So
What's that?
far. So I think Gunter did the most damage to it so far.
Okay.
Technically.
I think it's not the most intelligent, and Danek, according to my roll, Danek is gonna get hit. You were targeted last time.
I was.
Wait, you know what? It will not abide this. How dare you? It's angry. It's a bite. Crits you. Okay, for a lot of damage.
Did it do the flat check to succeed the flat check?
It did. It's
Just
it
barely.
automatically rolls that now.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Huh.
Here comes a claw.
Let me
Yeah.
take that damage.
Okay. And then you're getting knocked out with this. Then it is going to turn to Gunter.
Oh, this is familiar.
Oh, is there not 20? Oh, it's 38 damage.
Ouch.
The tale was true. It is a vicious creature. Okay. and I will apply that. But Gunter's tough. He's only at he only got brought down to about half health. About.
Wow.
Gunter, what's your response? You're still flanking, because Tiefz is on the other side.
Okay. All right. So, my hand will kind of go towards my clan dagger, and then as a kind of second thought, I'll interact to pull out my shield instead. To put my shield on my arm, and so that'll be a manipulate action. I think it'll provoke if it has reactive strike.
It doesn't.
And then I will do flurry of blows on it again.
Okay. All right. Here we come. Falling stone. Plus 12. That's a hit. Second attack is a miss. This will do 14 damage. So 7 to the main creature. And it is now well, very heavily wounded. You have one more action.
I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay. Let me see if it's equipped. Something's going on here. Hold on. Okay, wearing shield. Okay, for some reason, it's not behaving. Oh, it must be performed with exactly one character. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure why. we will consider you having an AC of 24.
Okay.
Tiefz.
Okay, first things first, bite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so oh, I see. Hold on. Oh, I think I figured something. Oh.
Ooh, that sounded good. 22. Oh, wait. Oh, just misses.
Just misses. Okay, well, and then we're gonna do an agile claw combat grab on him. Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's fine. Let's see. I think it's just this. Nope. Okay, last action, raise shield.
All right. Ernest.
Ernest is going to go, no, not again, not again. Run up and is going to do a battle medicine on Danek. Gonna go for the DC 20.
Okay.
I am going to re-roll that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's doing slashing damage, Ken.
That's a success.
Okay, not now, yes.
So
Yes.
that'll be 2d8.
You realize you're like about to, snap an artery.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be 17.
Oh, you did the expert check. Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'll say, if you take anyone, take me, you bastard! And I'll fire another arrow into it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, it's not letting me retarget. There we go. And it's another cold iron arrow. I've still got 3 more of them. Yeah, okay.
Okay, yes.
That's my turn.
Arc.
Mark is up. Seeing that Danek is still pretty hurt, I think I will cast a heal at second level.
Mhm.
Or yeah, second level heal 2 actions. So I'll do that. Did it go into chat? Did I click it?
Ken, nothing about your
Yes.
mountain stance prevents you from using a shield, right? I see that question in chat. Yeah, I don't
No.
think so. Because I'm having
All it says,
chat is watching my
all it
struggles
says
with
is
your token.
yeah, all it says is I have to remain on the ground, so I can't like do any jumps or anything. Apparently.
Okay.
And most monk stuff
Okay.
just says unarmored, and shields aren't considered armor.
Right.
Right.
So it's 2d8 plus 16, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Roll that. That's
Okay.
the 2d8. And
23.
then-
Let me apply it.
Okay.
All right.
And as a final action, not a whole lot I can do, so I'm just going. I will just raise my. I'll just raise my shield,
Okay. Danek.
just in case.
Alrighty. Well, with my first action, I will stand up. How do I do that again?
Shift mouse wheel. I'm doing it.
Okay. Let's see if we can't do something. Now, my trident is still not on the area, still on the ground, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will use 2 actions to cast fear, targeting the
Ooh.
demon.
I think it's
Well-
some hero points.
Fear.
I'm giving Ernest a hero point just because this is a big moment for him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes a will save. It rolls a nat 1! Oh!
Yes.
Oh my god, you basically have given it the weak template times.
Frightened 3 and fleeing for a round.
Oh,
Wow.
you got the second hero point. Alright, you do something frightening to this. You create a, I don't know. What would a supernatural.
A deep bestial growl.
Yeah, an
Issues
animal
forth
demon
from
would
Danek.
respond to that. Okay, Roru is, I think, honestly, it has the ability, and it's not stupid. Oh, it is stupid. Right now. It's gonna go here.
And I'm going to use my retributed or my attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
I have a
Strike. Yeah.
reactive strike to claw, which I still have.
That's a hit! Because it was all those things. -5.
And
For that.
Okay.
And now it can go away.
Alright, trying to remember.
as it moves, I'm gonna no escape it.
Okay. It's moving 40 feet though.
Okay, well I can move up to my speed, so yeah, I can follow it.
Alright, you can
I think
go as
I can.
far
I
as
think
you
I
want.
can. Yeah, I can.
Okay. 1,
You know,
2,
I think I
3,
will-
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's kind of fleeing down the hall. So you can go follow 30 feet.
Yeah, let's see.
Do you have a light source? Wait, who's doing this?
I have dark vision.
Dark vision.
Who's doing this?
Tiefz.
Oh, but wait, who did the reactive strike?
I did.
Oh. Oh yeah, you have the archetype. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Tiefz can follow.
Yeah, let's see here.
I think right here, you're in the square if you have a 30-foot speed.
Yeah. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, I think can I think I can drop it whenever I want, so I think I'll drop it right there if that's okay.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
All right, and it's going down the corridor around the corner.
Maybe I was a little too successful.
And it is now Gunter.
Sorry, I realized I cannot stop doing no escape whenever I want, so I think right there is
okay.
correct.
So, do we wait here for it, or let it run its, chase its tail for a while and then come back, or do we want to chase after it? I'm asking, I guess, if that'll be an action or something.
You can all delay. You can ready actions. You can.
Yeah, I'll delay for it to come back.
Okay.
If you stay right there, I can heal you up because it will come back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Tiefz.
I'll delay.
Man, I don't think Tief wants to wait around. Okay, I can't see it at this point, I guess. So
No.
yeah, I think. Can I ready an action?
Yep.
And just if it comes back to within reach, I want to help it.
And wait, what are you readying?
Just a bite.
Okay. Ernest.
All right, Ernest is going to come here.
Uh-huh.
Is going to do a battle wounds or battle medicine. Mixed treat wounds and battle medicine in my. I will. I'm just going to do a DC 15.
Okay.
And I'm going to fail, so,
Oh.
I'm not going to use a
Alas.
hero point for this because I'm not I'm
You don't
not
care.
hurting you.
Well, it's not a crit fail, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a crit fail. These injuries are a little more difficult
It would
than I
be,
would have
but he has those
expected.
iron biceps.
Um,
Oh, you have another action.
Then-
Sorry.
yeah, I still have one more action. I'm going to say Tiefz. Tiefz, when it comes back, here, let me help. I'll cast guidance. And so Tiefz basically sees a bunch of numbers and statistics pop up in his vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can,
Light velocity.
yeah, and you'll be able to pull something out of that in order to give you a +1 to a roll. So here's got that, and it's how Ernest does guidance.
Checks out.
It doesn't. It's not from any deity. It's literally him giving you a little help by showing you a
And
little
you
bit
can
of what
use
he
it on
says.
kind of any kind of check. Like attacks, saves, perception, I think. Arc.
Yeah.
Art will move over to. Actually, no. Arc is going to use a use reach spell and cast lay on hands on Gunter at a distance.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't want to actually get close.
I'm not good.
So that's just 12 hit points,
Yeah, I'll apply it.
and they also gain a +2 status bonus to armor class for a round. So
Nice. Which might help.
and then I'll just that's 2 actions. I'll just raise my shield again.
Yeah. Okay. Danek.
Danek will use his first action to pick up his trident and gaze sadly at his fallen friend Finner, which I assume is a free action. And then he will move 20, 20. But that would put me through my 20, 25, and then he's going to stand next to Tiefz over here for his last action.
All right. Ready for the onslaught?
Yep.
I don't know if it has any actions. Let's see. Okay, it's running up. What's the total movement? 75. All right. I think it. Oh, except we have a reaction now.
Yeah. So
And it looks like you are out of bless, so you can go ahead and on this attack use my guidance if you want.
yeah, I think that's gonna be the idea here.
Yeah. Because they wouldn't stack, so
Okay, that is not gonna hit. By the way, hovering over the monster, pressing T, makes Foundry target it.
Okay, yeah.
But that was your roll. And it is now going to... Oh, Danek cast that awful spell, so it's going to go after Danek.
Bring it.
Is guidance on the next roll, or is it just?
you choose which roll to use it on, but you have
Okay,
to
well,
do it
it-
before you roll.
Got it. It didn't do it on that one, so we'll just say that it didn't happen on that one.
Oh, I thought you were applying it. I mean, like,
I
you
thought
had
I
intended
did,
to apply
but
it.
I intended to apply it. But
No,
it didn't.
Foundry doesn't know what you're going to use it for.
Yeah.
So it
I'm-
just we have
okay.
to kind of mentally do it.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
So I
We'll
see
say
you
it. We can
used it.
say I used it on that. That's fine.
Okay. Okay, here comes Danek. It's bearing down its jaws on you.
Bring it.
Right, too, right?
Yes.
I don't think it's dazzled anymore.
It's not
It
dazzled.
is.
And that's
Okay,
a
yeah.
miss.
It's afraid. I would be too. You killed my friend.
Prepare to die. Okay, Gunter.
Back into flanking it, or we need to flank it.
Can you flank it? Yes. Well, except that you have a slower speed with mountain stance. Let's see. It goes down to 35.
Yeah.
15. I think you can do it. Though honestly, it's kind of a tight spot. I think it's a tight spot.
I think you might.
It's fine.
need to
I think
through.
I'm going to require you to take 2 strides to get to flanking.
Up next to it.
You want to go where?
Just move me up next to it. I don't want to flank.
Okay, not flanking.
Right. And flurry blows.
Flurry of blows, okay. Falling stone. That's a hit. Second one misses, and you do 12 damage. And I'm taking notes. It is continues to be in its last. Well, it's a ferocious one. Ferocious thing it is. It'll take several more blows like that. You have one more action, Gunter.
So flurry of blows takes out that applies map twice because the first one and the
Yeah.
second one they both count toward map.
Yeah.
So doing the flurry of blows would be a -10 for both of them.
You can't use flurry twice in a round. It's got to flourish.
That's flourish. That's right. I can't do that anyway. So I'll just raise my shield.
Okay. I'm going to apply standard cover to you as my shield substitute. Okay, Tiefz.
Okay. I'm gonna start with a bite.
Yes.
Mhm.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Oh, man.
Those
Okay,
rolls
well-
beginning.
These rolls, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I will agile combat grab.
Okay. Yeah. All right,
So
you're
we'll-
paying for
we'll
all that
start.
good luck you had early in the fight.
I know, yeah. And raise a shield.
Okay. All right. Ernest.
Ernest is going to focus up, do another recall knowledge.
Okay.
Going to try to figure out is how much that pelt is able to, like, how much of the damage is that taking?
It's taking half of any physical damage, and it has hardness 5, which has been allowing it to withstand as much punishment as it has.
Okay.
Really, really makes it tough.
Okay. So I will fire another cold iron arrow
Okay.
at it. Where?
Ooh, nat 19. That's a hit.
All right. Did I not succeed at the recall knowledge?
You did, and that was not a crit. So,
Okay. But I
gonna
should be
apply
dealing
sneak
an
attack.
ex. But I should be dealing a 1d. Okay, there it goes. Now it's activated. Cool.
Okay. All right, 9. So you do 10 damage to the demon. All right. Ooh, not like that.
All right. And then I will cast guidance on Danek,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Arc.
All right, so I'm kind of back here. I would like to. So I have 2 questions. One is that if I'm casting needle darts using the metal from the cold iron arrow, do I need to like have that pulled out in one of my hands, or?
Well,
As I said, I'm holding a
established-
dagger and my shield.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
this code is going you.
Wait, does it say material Wait, what does it say? Needle darts. I think that was why I limited how you use the shield, Ken, because it didn't take a hand. A
Yeah.
metal in your possession, it says, so don't worry about holding it.
And then with people kind of like I can move to position myself a little bit, but if I have like Tiefz and Danek in my way between me and the Roru, is that going to imply like some
lesser cover.
lesser cover?
And actually, right now, though, I think you might have standard cover from that wall.
Yeah, I'm planning on moving around the corner.
Okay.
Okay, so I will move. I'll come up right next to Ernest. Oh, it's a error token collide. Is it because I'm trying to move through a wall? Okay.
Yeah, I think you can do right click to make waypoints.
Okay.
Or space.
And so the demon would have lesser cover.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I might try. Is it within 30 feet of me?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to instead cast Void Warp on it.
Harm life force. Okay. This used to be called something else, huh?
Yeah.
This was Disrupt Undead, I think.
No. This deals.
That's
This
vitality
dealt
last
negative damage. Now it deals void.
Okay. Maybe it's new. Here we go. Oh, rolls another nat 1, you guys.
Wow.
So that should be 3d4 times
damage.
2. So that's 12 void damage. All right, you.
And it's enfeebled.
Yes. So whatever you're doing, describe it because it's about to defeat us.
So you just watch as Ark outstretches a hand, and you see like just this sort of like darkness envelop envelop the demon, and it just and it just you watch the demon just kind of wither away.
It's like kind of being consumed. You know how something kind of gets sucked in. It seems to close in on itself, and the pelt like sinks to the floor, and it lies on the ground, unoccupied.
Good freaking riddance.
Is the body of the demon still around, or is it pretty much?
Well, it is. You know what? I will take that back. It is still there.
Desiccated corpse.
But yeah, it looks like it has been affected exactly like you described. Yep.
Okay, then I think Ark will walk up to its remains and just kind of lightly touch it and say,
Absolutely.
I didn't hear what Ark said.
Yeah. You cut out.
"Oh, I'm sorry." They'll just kind of lightly touch the corpse and say that I hope you find rest someday.
Okay. What do other people do? You have defeated it.
Danek will go back over to Finner and kneel down beside the body and pay his respects to his friend.
What's up?
You hear, sounds like in the heat of the battle before, in your hurry to get to into the room while your spell was in effect, you didn't have time to notice this, but now you do. Ernest, you heard this sound before. It sounds like it's coming from the top of this ledge to the southwest.
All of that XP went to Brom, Ernest, Finner.
To the wrong people.
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it.
They earned it. Can you all manually type in 60 more while I fix this on my end? I have the award XP mod. So Ernest, you already earned it.
Yeah, I figured as much. Ernest is just he is kind of standing there wondering, like, what is he supposed to feel right now, you know? Because he thought that some sort of relief would come from this death, but it hasn't.
As somebody who has personally gone through this, anything you feel is acceptable, appropriate.
Yeah. And
including feeling nothing.
He turns and he looks at all of his fallen comrades, and he realizes that it's not that he feels nothing, it's that he himself is trying to protect himself from feeling the overwhelming of emotions that he would be feeling, and he just and as he's standing there, Rose actually comes in and jumps up and once again nuzzles up with him, and he kind of looks at her and says, "You could tell combat was over. You can feel my emotions just as I can feel yours." Such a strange thing. And then he is going to... He's not much of a praying man, usually. But he is going to say a prayer just mostly to the universe at each of the corpses. Just hoping that whatever afterlife they end up headed to, that it is exactly what they would want.
Okay.
I think Gunter is just standing off to the side, letting them pay their respects, being, kind of out of the way.
I think Tiefz might actually, kind of go back over here to this other cat pelt that we saw and say something, kind of just be over here looking at that for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like it was... It's more the remains of another saber-tooth tiger with, like, the insides pulled out. It looks like there are clear wounds on it. It looks like it was subjected to its violence as well. And you continue to hear those sounds, which you immediately recognize. Tiefz says they sound like baby saber-tooth tigers.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to the babies. I think I'm still in...
You're in rage.
Well, no, in any case...
well, you would have part cat qualities.
Yeah, so I was gonna... I have a climb speed, so...
Oh, you have a climb speed when you're raging. You can totally climb up that wall.
I think, yeah, so I'd like to do that.
Right, you rage climb up the wall. Though, actually, honestly, by rule, there's no enemies inside, but I'm gonna allow it here.
Oh, fair, yeah.
No. You felt this like a paternal instinct here. You climb up onto the cliff, and you see the backsides of 3 saber-tooth tigers. Like they seem to be hiding their fronts into this little crevice, out underneath some rock outcropping. They think they're not seen, but you can clearly see their rumps sticking out. Orange, white.
Yes. Okay.
Mewling.
Yep, I'm not familiar with plants.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody. There's the cubs. They are here. And I'll try to. Does it seem like the cubs are they're stuck a little bit, sort of?
No, they're not stuck. They're just trying to get away from you. They're desperately trying to run away from you.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't want to scare them too much. So I'll probably just try to stay right here for now, and wait for anybody else who wants to.
Good point. Chat says the wall was your enemy, keeping you from your goal. Is
maybe
Ernest
the
gonna climb this wall?
Ernest will come up and he'll attempt to climb up there, I guess.
Okay, give me a 15.
Oh,
wait.
Good.
Oh.
Can I give him a help?
Sure.
An aid?
Sure.
Can I give him help and use stepping stones?
Oh, you totally can make this trivial. He can just
I
walk up some stairs. So what happens?
How high is the ledge?
It's 7 feet high.
Oh.
Yeah, so three little steps pop out, going up to,
Great.
so you can walk.
Great, because I have a +0 to athletics, so.
All right, he can make a path, form steps up to 15 feet up the side of a surface.
Yeah, and if it's 7 feet, I would have thought also. Yeah, because you can reach your hands up and probably pull yourself up, But I mean, that still takes athletics, though. So,
You have
okay.
this flowstone curtain that is perfect for this purpose.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So Ernest will go up and he'll just slowly. Oh, it's dark up here.
Oh, it is dark up here.
Hey, can I get a light, somebody?
I can pull out a torch. I got a torch for you.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna. There we go.
Okay. And then I will just very calmly do what I do and
Yes.
Tame animal.
Tame animal.
Okay. The girl in the
Critically succeed and make them
the
love you
master
forever.
animal trainer in the tribe has taught you these skills.
Rolled
Okay.
real bad. I will go ahead and re-roll that though.
Okay. Oh, you have the broken tusk pendant. That helps. 27.
There we go.
Um.
And I forgot to
Okay.
say I was using a hero point on that, so the hero point's gone.
All right. All right. They turn around. They don't have their tusks grown
it's gone.
out. That's something that happens in adulthood. But they are, they kind of look like normal tiger cubs at this stage of their development. They're quite young. They seem very traumatized,
Oh,
Or as
Yeah.
they would be.
and they kind of, after like being hesitant, they kind of like warm. They literally like go up to you and just like lean against you, against your legs.
Ernest will kind of look out and note the cat pelt, the cat pelts, and will kind of go. You've lost someone close to you too.
All right, they don't know your words, but they continue to lean. They seem to have been terrified in an extended state of terror, and are only now starting to. They're breathing very fast, so.
Mm-hmm. I will say, we'll bring you somewhere safe.
so my question then is, they were hiding. They thought they were hiding from us. Was the demon not able to see them because they were hiding and didn't eat them because of that?
Well, wait.
I believe part of the lore that you were talking about with these demons is they like to corrupt animals.
Mhm.
Maybe, okay. That would make sense.
Right,
I'll
right,
say,
Ronald.
I'll say in our lore here, they were under a outcropping that was hard to reach under for a larger creature.
Oh,
Okay. I just thought it'd be, funny if they thought they were hiding, but they were actually hiding from the demon because the demon couldn't see them for some reason because they were hiding.
Okay, well, we're at our halfway point, folks. So let's take our usual 10-minute break.
All right.
Cool. And I will be back. My cat
All right, so
needs to be fed.
I'm gonna drop out of the call for a few minutes so I can reboot my phone just to make sure it doesn't have any issues. I don't know
Okay.
if that's gonna mess up the video scheme or anything.
No, it doesn't
Okay.
matter during the break. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, see you all soon. Hey, Ken. Meow. Meow. Meow.
Good. My turn. Yeah, I guess that's right.
As long as you have some action in the graveyard. And bringing this back the first time doesn't seem like a huge stretch in many situations, though maybe doing it on turn 3 might not work out. I think this sneaks into the lower bomb range. It's hard not to love a creature this efficient that isn't that hard to keep around. Gives it an A-. Next up, it's a Fender at large, which for 4 generic and a red is a 5/4 giant rogue at common. It's got disguise for 4 generic and a red, and when it enters the battlefield or is turned face up to 1 target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Just playing this face up is going to be the play frequently, unless you have nothing else to do on turn 3. And when you do that, it has a reasonable shot at giving you an attack you didn't have before. Either way, this card looks to me like it's going to have trouble making the cut sometimes. It's just not that powerful for how much mana you spend on it. I'm giving it a C-. Next up is Person of Interest, which for 3 generic and a red is a 2/2 human rogue at common. When it enters the battlefield, suspect it. Create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token. 4 mana for a 2/2 and a 2/2 menace that can't block is a great rate. Not much more to say there, but this is just a really good comment, giving it a B-. Next up is Pyrotechnic Performer, which for 1 generic and a red is a 3/2 Viashino Assassin at rare. It's got disguise for 1 red mana, and whenever it or another creature you control is turned face up, that creature deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. So you can just play this on curve if you're trying to finish off your opponent as quickly as possible, or you can disguise it and end up paying 4 mana for a 3/2 that does 3 to your opponent, which is a card you always play. It's obviously way better than that, both because you pay in installments and it makes your other face down creatures do the same thing. Giving this. Next up is Reckless Detective, which for 1 generic and a red is a 0/3 Devil Detective at uncommon. When it attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw a card, and it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. It's nice that you have 2 ways to make this a 2/3, and both options are fine. If you discard, you're rummaging, which itself isn't a bad effect. And if you have an expendable artifact, it'll feel more like you're netting a card. It won't be able to attack effectively all game, but playing this on turn 2 seems pretty good, and it isn't like it can be completely ignored in the mid to late game either. I'm giving it a C. Next up is Red Herring, which for 1 generic and a red is an artifact creature, clue, fish at common. It's got haste. It attacks each combat if able, and you can pay 2 generic and sacrifice it to draw a card. If you play this on turn 2, it's going to feel pretty good. Later in the game, not so much, since it has to attack and it's likely to attack into an ugly board state. The good news is, if it is later in the game, you could just draw a card with it, although, paying 4 mana to draw a card isn't exactly a good deal. Still, it's an artifact and it's a clue, and that means it's going to make the cut more often than it would otherwise, giving it a C-. Next up is Rubble Belt Braggart, which for 4 generic and a red is a 5/5 Viashino Warrior at common. When it attacks, if it's not suspected, you may suspect it. So when this attacks, you can choose to give it menace and make it unable to block, and a 5/5 menace, really something your opponent can just shrug about in most cases. I'm giving this a C+. Next up, it's Shock, which for 1 red mana is a common instant, deals 2 damage to the target. Shock is a B-, as it usually is. It's definitely premium because you can spend only a single mana to kill significantly more expensive creatures, and you can do it at instant speed. The fact that the side creatures have more speed, I'm taking this a tiny bit, but it can still kill them for 3 mana isn't a terrible deal, and it can even finish off your opponent. I'm going to give this a B-. Next up, it's Suspicious Detonation, which for 4 generic and a red is a common sorcery. It costs 3 less to cast if you've sacrificed an artifact this turn. It can't be countered, and it does 4 damage to target creature. If this was always 5 mana, it'd be like a D+. That is a very clunky sorcery that usually can't trade up. But this will cost 2 fairly often in red decks. Sacrificing a clue is all you need to be able to do, and there are other ways to sacrifice artifacts as well. You can also go after disguised creatures without having to worry about ward. I think all of that makes it a C+, though I'd be a little worried about running more than once because of the stuff. Next up is the Tainted Pawn, which for 2 generic and a red is a common instant. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Investigate. This is a little costly for a trick, but it also offers the stats that will allow virtually any creature to win and survive combat with virtually any other creature, and Investigate means you can get a 2 for. Next, it's Torch the Witness, which for X and a red is an uncommon sorcery. It deals twice X damage to target creature. If excess damage is dealt to that creature this way, Investigate. This is great. It's always going to feel like very efficient removal, and it scales all game long, and it's likely to let you investigate a huge chunk of the time too, so you'll be getting the 2 for 1. Sure, it's a little clunky as a source, but it does the job well enough for me to give it a B+. Our last red card is Vengeful Tracker, which for 1 generic and a red is a 2/2 human detective. Whenever an opponent sacrifices an artifact, it deals 2 damage to them. Plan up nothing beforehand. This ability will punish your opponents a little bit, and it gets some of them, but then red. You get huge problem. Couple that with passive stats. Don't all the red cards in Murders in Karlov Manor. Next card is called the green one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and share it so that others can enjoy it too. Don't forget to future videos. Don't forget to subscribe and turn it on. for new videos are already out. You should see the playlist read shortly. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I accidentally kicked the power button on my computer.
Nice.
Apparently my toe perfectly hit that small little button.
Well, at least it wasn't in the middle of a big climactic moment, huh?
Yeah, true. And it automatically defaults when I open up Foundry to connecting to Finner and not Danek.
Hmm.
It's like, no, Finner is gone. Stop reminding me.
We have to move on, Foundry.
Also, some of the responses to your character's loss involved, with me anyways, hypervigilance, anxiety, depression, quick to be annoyed, like because you're like mentally fatigued because you're constantly aware of what's going on, or trying to be aware and control what's going on. So you're mentally fatigued, so you're patient. Like my patience was really small. Like I didn't have patience for a lot of stupid shit. Like I would snap at people.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just personal experience that might be able to play to your character development.
But also, I know that everyone deals with grief in their in their own unique way. So it's because I know that I have not had anyone super close to me. I haven't lost anyone super close to me. The closest have been my grandparents, who were. It was sad and upsetting and everything, but it wasn't like I saw them every day or anything. I mean, eventually, of course, my parents are going to die, and probably that's going to be when I have the closest people to me pass away. I don't think I'm going to outlive any of my siblings, so. But yeah, so it for me it's just. But I have seen other people grieve. And I've seen so many different ways of them doing it. I've seen people shut themselves off from others completely. I've seen people turn to religion. I've seen people turn away from religion. It's really weird how different each reaction is.
Yeah.
But I figured I would offer some guidance from my own personal experience to.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to take from.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I think I don't want it to be like a focus fully going forwards, just because we gotta keep moving, you know. Especially with how this campaign goes, we tend to be on the move. So,
are we on the second book yet?
I don't think so. I'm not sure though.
The second what now?
What?
The second book. Second book of the adventure path.
We are.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense. 4th level.
Yeah. Plus, it feels like the entire encounter with Picano was kind of. That did seem like a very culminative. Yeah, it seemed a very culminative event. Something that was, a passing on to a next book. Yeah. So to speak. So it makes sense that would have been the end of the last book, and now we're on the second.
Or any dungeon crawl sort of thing.
I'll say this in terms of Ernest and what he's going through. Many of the people who died were very committed to the following, so it kind of feels, he's he's. I don't know. There has to be some kind of feeling of
it's. There's definitely a feeling that he needs to complete what they as a group started, with the entire task from Grandfather Awa and everything. So he has this feeling of like, well, that still needs to be done, and I'm the only remaining person who promised to do it who's still on this path. So.
Real life cat. On a more on a brighter note, you have monster parts.
Ooh, monster parts.
Yes. So we had a journal that we tracked this on, monster parts.
Yes.
Yeah, it's under the journal. The row of buttons in the upper right corner, there's under journals, there is something called monster parts. And everyone has been able to edit this. Macon is very kind of in my way right now. And here you can type in Roru Demon, somebody, and type in 200.
I got it.
You got 200 gold, and I'm telling you that it has jaws and claws, so piercing and slashing. And it had a weakness to cold iron. I don't know what that's gonna translate into.
I think it's only when it has like resistances to stuff that it matters and stuff.
And it had dark vision and scent. And
so I can use those to improve my glasses.
I guess I'm gonna kind of have to give you more information than a GM normally would, so that we can get all the options. It has speak with animals and telepathy.
I don't know if that has any effect on any of the things we can get with it, but maybe. I don't know. Let me.
Yeah, I don't think I ever answered you about the my hand wraps of mighty blows, whether they're going to be for monster parts or not. I think living in the
Oh, you know
wilderness.
what? I think in general, you want to have monster parts. You're gonna have more opportunities to.
Yeah. Upgrade it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think living in the wilderness, he probably would have been using monster parts or animal parts for his equipment.
Okay. All right. So he has hand skins of mighty blows.
Yeah.
I might be taking some of these monster parts to make my bow striking, but I'll do that between sessions.
The way the rule works is when you do your next daily preparations.
Oh right.
Oh, and
trying to remember
who
how
can
much
be
that...
our monster parts person? Was that you, Ernest? Are you interacting with this, or like
I interacted with. I was the one putting stuff in just now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to have one person, like, everyone knows is in charge of it. Also, these Smilodon pelts, also 50 gold.
Okay.
They have the same damage types.
So piercing and slashing,
Yeah.
and they have scent as well. I'm sure because
Yeah.
they're animals.
Yeah.
All right.
And low light vision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Danek is gonna suggest to the party that we remove the bodies to the entrance to the cave, so that the following can do their thing.
Yeah, I think
We're going to have to take them all the way back to the following, and I honestly, Ernest is going to suggest we immediately head back to the following with the
I
bodies.
was gonna
And the cubs.
carry somebody. And the cubs. Yes.
Yes.
So Danek will pick up his friend.
The cubs are a bit reluctant to leave at this time, but give me another nature check. This is like their nest, and
There's nothing here for you anymore. It's just dangerous.
all right. They also look pretty hungry too, so yeah, they're willing to follow you down. They're kind of tentatively coming. They're not used to climbing down from this little ledge. This is all they've known. They're very cute.
Would I be able to slip them some like dried meat and try to keep them going?
Oh yeah, they immediately start fighting over it. Yeah. Nothing as few things are as persuasive as food. They are now. Okay, my left arm has been claimed by my cat, so I'm gonna do my best here. Okay.
Can't move that arm now. It's the law.
Yeah. She likes.
I have.
She likes to just.
How long would you say it's been since we defeated the demon? How much time have we been spending here?
15 minutes, I'd say.
Okay, I would say that
Actually, half an hour.
Ark hasn't. Okay, could I say that Ark has been sort of meditating,
Yeah.
kind of on their own to refocus?
Yeah. All right. When you reapproach the following with the dead, people run up and offer to help. You weren't able to bring, and you're laden with their. It took you a while in order to carry them out, and also to be gentle with their remains. It's going to take a few hours to do this, and there's already people dressing them, and making sure that they can have a proper, that they are well presented for when they move on.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, it is now, I would say, it's getting to be late afternoon on this day.
Ernest would want to be spending the rest of the day assisting with the funerary preparations.
Okay. All right.
I don't think Tiefz is really equipped for doing any of that, so he'll kind of try to stay out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. Gunter will probably just wander around talking to people in the following.
Yes, people are, they're not very talkative because they know about the rule. But, if you have any specific things you want to ask them or do, let me know.
Nothing specific right now. He's just looking around, introducing himself to people, basically.
Okay. Okay. All right. Do you want to? Can I have you do a diplomacy check to see what kind of impression you make?
Okay. I am +1.
Okay. And you have mining lore.
+2.
+2. Oh,
no.
That's right. I increased
Oh, no.
my charisma at level 4. That's right.
There's a natural 1 here. I don't know if you want to use this hero point because they are.
I don't think I want them to not like me. So yeah, I'll use a hero point for that.
Okay. Well, you have not offended them greatly.
Okay.
Just slightly.
It's more just that, the way make an impression works is failure just means no effect. So.
Yeah.
Man, that critical failure would have been funny though. Just Gunther going around, just like totally not getting the vibe. Just like,
licking blood off of his hand that belonged to some of their loved ones. No, I don't think so. Well, he sounded respectful and deferential and be seen, not heard. But it's a little bit of a fish out of water, maybe though.
Yeah, he hasn't been around people for a while, so that, like I said, been kind of living the hermit life in the wilds, in the mountains.
Okay, as is the tradition, given the circumstances, you can't really go through all of the rites, but people are encouraged. Those closest to them are encouraged to share stories of those who have fallen, and. Argokoa, some of the people who personally trained some of the people, others do pay their respects, and Ernest,
Ernest will, of course, step forward and he will speak about each of them for a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll at the end of saying a few words about, and telling a story or two from their journeys, he says, "They are my brothers on a quest that I have chosen. I will not give up on. Out of respect for them, out of respect for Grandfather Ewa, who gave us the task and the quest. Today I fought alongside other good friends.
Okay, Litsua says...
Danek. Oh, sorry. Danek, Arctura, Tiefz. Would you be willing to take on this quest with me? On behalf of our fallen brothers, on behalf of Grandfather Awa, on behalf of the Broken Tusk following.
If my family needs me, then I'll be there for them.
Danek, Danek nods in approval, and during the storytelling, he's told a story of how he met Finner when Finner first arrived at the following, and how he was one of the few who could see through the madness, and actually bonded with him. And he says that this is what Finner would want, and I will see to it that is completed. Yeah, that's my spotlight there for a second.
Yeah, I think Tiefz probably just bows. All he's this is more responsibility that he's been tasked with before. So
You're coming
know what to do.
You're coming too, Tiefz.
After that, because that was a bit more public, I'll go to the side to Gunter and say, You are not a member of the following. You are new, and I therefore cannot ask the same of you. But of course, you are more than free to come along. As to what the quest is, it has been requested of me by our leaders that I don't share too much with you at this time. Trust is hard-earned, as you can understand.
Especially with roles like that.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
If I it's been a long time since I've actually had a group to belong to, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to belong to a group yet. But if you need me, I'm more than willing to come along and help with what I can.
Well, the first thing, of course, is going to be getting this following through those caves, and that means clearing a path for them.
I might be able to help with that.
Okay.
And we'll be grateful for the help.
Hanwak is gathering the three of you. Now remember everything I've taught you. She's looking at Tiefz the whole time. Check your corners.
Yes, I remember.
Check your corners.
Lessons, very good lessons.
Think of the enemy. You see them, don't give them a chance. Don't even give them... Anyway, she goes through her usual advice. Let's do a steps forward and says, gives some words, and thanks those who have died, because the father would not have been able to make it through, and would not have survived without them. And he also, significantly looks at Ernest while saying this too, and gives a bow. And people start raising their voice in song, led by Argokoa. Iraka's here on the side. Shaggy Shemven is grooming her. She's a little disinterested, but everyone else is involved. All of the animals. Your following has grown since the beginning of this quest. Wally as well. Wally is here to the side. And as its animal sounds. Okay. They put the they want to leave the dead out in a prominent place. Normally they would have a funeral pyre, but it's not wise at this time. A prominent place for the carrion and stuff to take them. Okay.
I want to put them up like in a high place.
Yeah.
Yeah, sky funeral. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll assist with using stepping stones to help get them up on a high ledge somewhere.
Ah, you have gotten the interest of one of the mammoth lords, who says, "Where did you learn that?" Nocta the healer approaches you.
It's something that I recently acquired. I haven't really figured out 100% what it means, but I've been studying the earth for a while, the element of earth, for a while now.
She asks if you are one of the mountain shapers.
I'm not sure what a mountain shaper is, but I am learning about the elements, about the earth element specifically.
Well, she tells you about an order of elementalists who dwelt in the mountains, and also sometimes wandered the realm and affected different elements: water, fire, wood. And it was believed that they had that they were lost to time, that they disappeared somehow or migrated on. But it's one of the many legends that are told and handed down from generation to generation. But anyway, she is they're very thankful for your... It's much easier to walk up these smooth steps that you're creating.
Yeah, I find it makes it easier to climb.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alrighty.
So, people have done a last song and are, walking away for the last time, leaving their remains.
I think Ark will just take a quick look at up at the sky and the stars, and just utter a quick goodbye.
Yeah, Tiefz as well. I think he's I put him down as a follower of the green face because I feel like that's kind of the closest. So I think he's just kind of thinking a thought of hoping that they're going back into the cycle and that their journey will be smooth.
Makes me think of the funeral scene from the end of Remember the Titans.
Is that football movie?
Yeah.
Yes, it is that football movie.
I think I remember liking that football movie.
It was about the first non-segregated football, like I think it was high school football team. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's one of my dad's favorites. So.
The funeral scene at the end, they all sang the na 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 hey, hey, goodbye. Yeah. So.
Okay.
All right.
Is there any? That kind of was the end of the night. It's kind of people are now getting ready, and people are assuming their watches for the night.
Ernest will go to the group and say, "Well, get your rest, because we need to get back to those caves tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a sleeping roll and stuff. I tend to sleep like in the wild, so I'll actually find a little spot kind of away from the following in the wooded
They
area.
won't let you.
Yeah, they won't like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as I will be as far away as they will allow me to be. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you'll be right next to the people doing night watch.
That's fine.
All right. Very good. Okay. The night passes peacefully. And the sun is starting to rise on a new day.
I am not Finner. I am Danek. Stop resting for Finner.
What's happening? There's a button that you're pressing.
I think rest for the night.
Anthony's Foundry keeps defaulting to Finner.
Oh no! Oh, that's because it says... Huh. User configuration. I'm looking at you. Release character. There.
Okay.
Now you can choose another character.
Where do I go to that?
Oh wait, I think I can choose it for you.
Okay.
I have power.
I mean, you're the DM. Or the GM.
You are now Danek. I name you
Thank you.
Danek. Alright. Okay.
Let's try it
My
again.
cat is an imposter.
There we go.
She's so committed to holding on to my arm. She's like half of her body is in midair right now. Okay. Just choose something.
My friend back in high school had this massive dog. I don't remember what breed it was, but it was like a mixed Saint Bernard, some other large dog. And I remember that whenever you would like lean against the wall, it would then come up right next to you and then lean against the wall, and would not move until you gave it attention.
I've seen someone with a large dog on their lap while driving. Like,
But however, when you did that, it jumped my XP up to where Finner's was.
no. I changed that. Everyone's at the same XP.
Oh,
Everyone's
okay.
supposed to be at the same XP.
Alrighty.
Yeah, everyone's XP got normalized to Ernest. Okay. All right. Any new preparations? Right? There's no prepared catchers in this group, are there?
I am.
Okay. Any news?
I'm keeping my.
Oh, and also any monster crafting you want to do?
If people are okay with it, I'd like to take 65 of that gold to make my bow striking.
Nothing's wrong, or no objections here. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's like no.
Yeah, we're getting to that point where
bow.
we're gonna want striking item.
Yeah,
Striking
this is a
weapons for sure,
significant
yeah.
item. It's from that Roru demon.
Yes. I will be incorporating bits of that fantastically awful creature into my bow.
I was
And
that's the first character that I've ever lost in my game experience.
Say that again? What?
And that's Finner was the first character I've ever had die in my RPG experience.
Oh. You're making me feel like I have this lethal reputation, which I guess I am on the spectrum of I veer towards.
In the last session I ran of Bloodlords, I killed destroyed one of the undead characters, so it just happens.
It happens.
It happens. I've killed killed
And
PCs.
that group and this reconstituted group has said, run it as is. I merely do what you ask.
It is as it is, and it happens. And it makes for interesting stories.
Yep.
And consequences for actions.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my preference.
Oh, I guess the only thing that I will specify, I just remembered this. Sorry. I spend I would spend 10 minutes after my daily preparations.
Yes.
Kind of consulting a little star chart I keep with me.
Yeah.
Just looking at that. So I'll just specify that.
Okay, that'll be. You won't have to say it again. I'll just assume you do.
Okay.
Okay.
So I technically, with my witch archetype, need to prepare my one cantrip each day, but
Wait, what is it by default then? Just you.
It is the frostbite.
Okay.
Frostbite, yeah, frostbite is default, but I can also, if I feel like I want to switch it up, I can do the rousing splash as well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Any other improvements to items that you guys are making?
So I was a little confused before, so I still ended up with some like leftover monster parts when I went through character creation. I know we talked about Belt of Lifting, but that was actually like, I think that's 85 gold. The monster parts thing says I can kind of essentially make a skill item. It doesn't need to, it would be I think 60 for like a plus, just plain +1 athletics with no extra effects on it, essentially.
See. Is that what you want? Discount?
Yeah, yeah. Just or no, I don't want it because the Belt of Lifting has other effects on it, essentially.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're saying you're fine with not having those other effects.
Well, I think by the monster parts rules, there's like other effects that you start adding on to it, like kind of later as you put more gold into it, essentially.
They're kind of like
so it'd be like a strength item, and then essentially you would as I put more monster parts into it, it'll start getting more improvements. So I think I have enough to say that I'll just put whatever the 60 gold I have left can all just go into that skill item because.
Okay, so this is part of your starting gear.
Yeah, I just didn't know exactly how to do that in Path Builder in particular because it's like generic
I see.
+1 athletics, So we could just add like a generic item bonus.
Yeah, we're gonna add a generic item, I guess under equipment, and I'll just call it whatever.
Just called Belt of Athletics, I guess.
+1, and then under skills we're just going to under modifiers create an item bonus. I'm going to do it. Okay, you now have a +13.
Okay. Right on.
Okay.
So you can use any kind of monster parts to make skill items like that? Or does it have to be specific?
I think, again, that was like my starting monster parts. So
right.
I think that was essential. I think specifically for that one, they needed to have like strength be their highest score or second highest score, something like that, if I recall correctly, to make an athletics item specifically. They basically just have to have a good stat of the skill that you're looking for.
All right, that tells me that if you guys are anticipating wanting to craft some things like this item in the future, you'll want to ask me, would this work for that?
Mm-hmm.
The Roru Demon, their highest stat was strength. FYI.
So it would work for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that thing can get cut up like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Noxious demon flesh turkey.
Yeah. Okay. Any more improvements? No.
How much gold do we have left from the Roro demon after Ernest
135?
135, yeah. So plenty.
Plenty. Can I use how much to make a belt of athletics?
Matching belt? Sure.
The
60 gold, I believe it was.
So Sorry, I just intruded into your role. I'm editing it right now. So I already subtracted 60. And I'm now going to apply it to Gunter Steinfaust. Wait. Yeah. I guess this is the group's way of giving him a little thanks for his role. Under the table payment. Okay, equipment. Whoopsie.
I just took a look. So basically, you need a level 3 to get a item bonus to a skill, and that correlates to, I believe, not 60. It's 35 gold. I just am putting all 60 of mine into mine just to get rid of it.
Wait,
Though.
it only costs 35?
Yeah, for a +1 to
Really?
a skill.
Sounds low.
It does.
I
know
think
it's
that,
35.
I
think
think I'm
that's-
reading that correctly.
I think that's the case to get a +1 to perception, but
Or a weapon.
It's the same as perception essentially.
Ooh, you're making me take out my book. I have my book already here.
It's a page. Sorry, hold on. Page, I think 141 of the. Bowser
imbuing
Beast
cost.
yeah,
Imbuing
and
is
then the
basic
cost.
math word, right? Imbuing, or no? Is that the properties?
So, yeah, the imbuing is properties. It's refining. So you're looking. So the cost is on page.
I see page 141. Item bonus.
And
to
then
skill.
138. 138 has the costs.
Okay.
Table 3B.
138. Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
But then it takes a while before you get it to any higher than +1, basically.
So, Ernest, can you refund 25 gold to our corpse? So weird
Yep.
to talk about.
so that'll bring it up to 100.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. +1. Wow, you guys, you can get +1s cheap.
We just have to find monsters that have the high skill for whatever we're looking for.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, perception's actually easier. You just need creatures that have dark vision or scent. Any special sense that isn't low light vision, basically, for perception items.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay.
Nope.
+1. Okay. All right. You return to the caves. It is as you left it.
I do have my elemental aura already up.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look into.
I will quickly give everyone a review of the portions that we've already explored.
Okay.
Which wasn't a lot beyond that one area. I say that in this main area we encountered swarms of bats that we were able to disperse. Some stalactites from the ceiling have been falling down, so just keep your eyes out for that. I'll point up to the area up above here, if you can see where I'm pinging. And I will say, apparently there was some sort of large skull up there. I didn't go up there myself because I'm not good at climbing.
You want to?
Oh, that's a good point. You've got your special big thing that you can do. Shouldn't call it little, because that is a pretty huge thing. Very convenient, very nice. I don't know. We just kind of moved on. Apparently there was something, some kind of it was some sort of sacred site or something.
Yeah. There's a giant skull that mysteriously was in this cave that there was no opening to this cave large enough to accommodate. And it was being respected and worshipped by some visitors, apparently.
Ernest, would you like a light spell attached to you?
Well, I was going to just have Rose carry a torch for me, but absolutely, that less work for her.
Reading the new light spell, I can have up to 4.
Yes.
Oh, right, and they can follow you. You can just say, "Hey, this follows you now." It's like, oh,
Yeah, it's just like an orb of light that you can
You know
have
what? They
either move on your own or have it follow someone.
it's like they designed it for Foundry use.
I'm using it as its. My little Aeon stone is floating around my head with the light spell on it, because. Yeah.
Niftier, I suppose.
Yeah. But I can have it one follow Danek or Ernest as well.
You also
Yeah.
had left. There were some things looked like some offerings for this that you had not decided not to disturb, as well.
What kind of offerings, if I can ask?
Well, there's a stone that has some inscription on it, like a sigil.
Yeah, I think
of some kind.
Ron was the one who went in there and he didn't have any way to see what they were.
Yeah.
Mm.
You guys left them there, am I right?
yeah. We just kind of were like,
Mm-hmm.
nah.
There's a mirror and this little a little round bottle with a stopper.
Yeah, potential bad juju from taking stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything I was
Anything
like,
else in your drawer, Ernest?
You said there's a mirror.
Yeah.
I think Ark would be pretty fascinated by that. I don't know that they've ever seen a mirror before.
Yeah, it's a steel mirror, so it's like just very well polished. You
Okay.
can see a
But
reflection.
if I reach out and just kind of tap the glass, does
Yeah,
anything happen to me, or is it just?
It's steel. It's not. There's no glass.
Oh, it's like a piece of polished steel.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you touch it, nothing happens.
As we're
There's
coming out,
paintings on the wall here that you see also.
Oh, could I cast out a detect magic?
There is magic in here.
there's magic in here.
Yeah, the paintings show, you know, it looks like they seem to depict this creature with this same skull shape. Looks like it acts as a guardian to a group of people.
Can I recognize it? Can I try recall knowledge to recognize what creature it is?
You believe that it is a mammoth.
Okay. It's a mammoth.
Maybe it has something to do with
But the paintings kind of depict something that's like a mix between a mammoth and a humanoid.
Ooh. Like a
Yeah.
minotaur, but a mammoth instead of a bull.
Kind of, yeah. That kind of has a benevolent, you know,
Hmm.
something supernatural, basically.
Well, if it's someone's guardian spirit, I recommend that we leave the offerings to not insult anybody, not burn any bridges.
we all
I'll
we all
put
used
down
to
a
be one-
shiny rock that I found at some point. Put that down as an offering and give it a little respectful bow before I leave.
We all used to be one bigger family before. Maybe this has something to do with that.
I couldn't tell you. That was long before I was part of the following, obviously. I mean, you've been part of the following longer than me, even though I'm older because I came from the south. But I don't know. There's lots of followings.
What is the process for determining if a thing is magic? Is that to just identify magic?
It's a 10-minute activity to discern its properties.
Is there so you would just, I don't know, do we want to try and figure out what's magical in here, or are we just cool?
Well,
It's probably something, an offering, or it could be that it could be divine magic of some kind, since this is a shrine of some sort.
if you're not trying to disturb things, you'll have to kind of... All detect magic does at this level is just ping the presence of other magic.
Yeah.
So if you were able to like pick something up and then, put it at the far back of the room, you could experiment with things and figure out what it is, but you'd have to pick them up.
Yeah, so I guess Ark will just ask, does that sound like something we want to do, or do we feel it's best left alone?
He's just gonna just back away slowly. He doesn't want to be here if those things start getting messed with.
It's risky.
So you don't know if this has anything to do with your following or with anyone else that you're familiar with?
There's really no way we could know. Again, there's ancient history. It looks like maybe they've been here more recently, so I would assume that it's another following that has come here to offer their whatever it may be, but it just seems to me that disturbing somebody's sacred shrine place would be bad for diplomacy potentially going forward if we do encounter whoever it is leaving the offerings.
Okay.
I mean that being said, if you want to try doing stuff,
Is the idea to try
trust
to
me, I'm an
examine it, but leave it
archaeologist.
here?
I'm an archaeologist. I love handling things, but I'm living a different life now.
Well, then let's leave it here. Maybe the people who left it here will want it someday.
No.
So Ronald,
Yeah.
you said there was a stone of some kind.
Yeah.
Can I use mining lore to see if I can identify what kind of stone it is?
You can, and you don't know. I mean, in terms of like what kind of stone it's made out of, it's
Yeah.
it's you recognize it as kind of a somewhat softer rock, that's easier to make fine carvings on.
Does it have any carvings on it?
Yeah, it looks like it has some magical, curves and dots.
It's likely a rune stone. Probably the rune on it could be transferred to a weapon of some kind. What rune it is, I'd have to examine it more closely, but that's likely what it is. No guarantee that's what it is, but likely what it is.
Okay.
This is the guy who's trained in arcana, occultism, religion, and nature. Expert in nature, actually. So
Okay.
I've got all the
Yeah.
magic skills.
Well, Art doesn't know anything about anything, so whatever Ernest says, Ark is willing to defer to.
It's kind of been Ernest's role a lot of times. He's the guy who knows things.
Okay.
Well, I think this cave is.
I have a question. How chaotic is Tiefz?
How chaotic am I?
Yeah. What's he thinking during this whole?
I think he is chaotic. And no, in terms of this, I think he's pretty respectful of anything that he would consider like nature spirits or stuff like that. Like he doesn't. He left his own little offering over here and then kind of dipped away because he doesn't want to be part of messing with it too much.
Well,
I'd say he's chaotic
does
in
he have
other
a set of
respects.
like instructions from Paniwaku? He's like
Don't
that echo in his mind.
Yeah,
That's how I
exactly.
imagine him.
It's like if you see a shrine, don't desecrate it. Like, okay,
don't touch it, Tiefz.
yeah.
All right.
Alright,
So
Should we head to where the demon was?
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
that
keep
is
going that way.
might as well keep exploring the one route we know of.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna return you back there. And do you have like a view from there of points of exit? Let me find out. Oh, I have little generators for you. Okay, let's create. Okay. All right, there you go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick. Why don't you debate over where you want to head? Or skill checks.
I was gonna say,
you know.
I don't think there's any choice in that, is there? How many exits are there for her?
One,
It looks like south is mostly the direction,
Yeah.
but yeah, it looks like to the east there's a smaller passage. Going south though. Once, but like you go east into like a larger hallway that then goes into a smaller hallway. But the bigger hallway, the one that we would probably bringing the following through, would be to the south. However, of course, we would want to make sure that the other passages are clear as well, so we're not surprised.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the one to the south is behind the flowstone.
Yes.
Well, no, the flowstone is this thing here, to the left. And this here, I'm trying to see if that is the end point of some stream. I think it is. I'm just trying to figure out.
I would assume that we would not want to be wading through a stream considering how cold it is in this cave.
Oh yeah, I need to point out that after 4 hours you become fatigued.
Unless you have warm clothing, right?
Well, I think
Is
being
it
submerged in
severe
water
cold?
will cancel that.
Oh yeah, that would definitely, yes.
No.
Oh yeah, the water would for sure.
Yeah. Which
Or at least made it one category worse or something.
yeah.
Is it severe cold? I have.
It's mild cold, I believe.
I have a frostwalker pattern.
Mild cold.
Okay.
This map
So
is one of the
it's-
more confusing maps I've ever.
So as long as you're wearing warm clothing, the cold doesn't affect you. But again, like he said, it probably would wading through water.
Yeah.
So I'm for going south for now. What do you all think? I don't know.
Well, like you said, I mean, south is the way we're gonna probably having to go anyway for your following to get through. So we should explore the other passages and make sure there's nothing hiding in the shadows.
Yeah, I'd say
Are you
smaller
saying,
paths first, right?
Yeah,
Very
Two
well
side
then.
passages first, you're saying?
Yeah, so I guess we're going east.
Okay. Who's gonna be our walking in the front person? I say Tiefz, just go ahead and feel free
Yeah.
to walk in that direction.
Yeah.
and I'll stand behind. I'll go behind him.
Yeah, I'll have the party formation in mind. Was that Danek speaking?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll be behind Dan.
I had you usually behind Gunter and Ernest, but you're gonna change that right now. Okay. All right. It turns to the it descends and goes and you see a chamber to the south. Tiefz.
Yeah. That's
The numbering system. Sorry, I'm kind of ranting now. It like goes from room 9 to room 23 randomly. There's a human skeleton on the ground in the middle of this dead-end cavern. It's illuminated from above. There's light coming down from above. I see that Tiefz is all the way inside. The shaft goes up about 100 feet or more, and you see the sky above. It looks like a pretty difficult, steep climb to go up there.
Perhaps this fell?
This looks like a warrior of some type. They're wearing... They have a long spear and javelins, a bola.
Does the body look like it fell from above, or does it look like it was placed?
You look at it, you see a clear, some clearly broken bones on one side of the body, suggesting that you think it fell. The person fell.
And are we talking like full skeleton, like it's been here for a while, or is it more recent?
It looks pretty old. And searching, someone was searching. That was you see.
I was doing.
Your dwarven eyes see in the crevice a small cylindrical vial.
I will go and pick it up, and I'll ask if anyone in the party recognizes what it might be.
I'll cast Detect Magic just to see
It is magical.
Okay.
I will spend 2 minutes, 1 minute casting read aura and 1 minute identifying.
Yeah, Identify Magic has gotten a little buff. So Read Aura gives you +2 circumstance or status, something bonus.
Is there a specific skill? Well, I mean, it's a secret roll, so...
Yeah.
As it looks like he's starting to like examine it, I'll cast guidance on him if it doesn't stack with Read Aura.
For this, since it's not a single action thing, I think that.
Oh, is it not? Then
guidance. Yeah,
Because
it takes. Usually, it takes
guidance
10
is a
minutes, but
one-round
I have.
duration.
I have quick identify, which allows me to reduce the time to identify something from 10 to 1 minute. So.
Okay.
Does it become shorter, like when you get
Yes.
master? Like you can identify a single action or something crazy like that?
It becomes a 3-action activity and then a single action, yeah.
You have the Eye of Vecna.
Yep.
That's cool. I don't think of that. I think that's a remaster change, by the way. Am I wrong? I don't know. Pretty amazing. Okay, this is what you believe it is. It is a looking at things, you're certain, because you critically succeeded, that is a lesser healing potion. It heals 2d8 plus 5 hit points.
All right.
Who's in inventory check for it then?
I'll hang on to it since I picked it up.
You found it, finder's rights. I'm cool with that.
Escapers.
Oh, now everyone's going to be searching. Is there exclamation activity?
Not Tiefz. Head empty.
and crafting perception items. Okay. Gunter Steinfaust. There's a bola, 3 javelins, and a spear. Long spear. That's what you see.
I have no use for any of these items. If anyone else does, by all means.
He has javelins already.
I've got my weapons.
Well, then Danek will take the they'll probably take the javelins.
Okay. There's no loot actor here, so I'm going to do that. There's no premium module for a quest for the Frozen Flame. Javelin, I thought I added you. Okay, 3 javelins.
There we go.
Okay.
Those are stuff that he can use.
Okay.
Okay. I think if we're
And I do my usual secret checks for those, searching or investigating.
Okay.
And also trap finding.
One of the reasons why I put Danek right up behind Tiefz was because he is scouting as his exploration activity.
Okay.
So if we could go over
I'm gonna
this
have
area.
you next to, I suppose, Ernest, who would be trap finding.
Always searching for traps.
Okay, Tiefz leads the way. I'm sure he loves being the leader.
yes. Oh, we all know why.
Okay.
You
Alright.
set him off on good things.
You see a narrow passage to the east. And let me see here. These walls.
Yeah, it's a
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me get my artwork on, my walls drawing on. There we go. Okay. That seems to go upward to the east, whereas to the left there's a slight slope downward.
Well, I think Tiefz would probably just wait for somebody to tell him which way we're going, but I think we said we were gonna do the small ones first. So.
Okay. Alright, he heads to
That's
the east. You see there's a narrow
avoiding
tunnel
the-
heading, a narrow passage about 6 feet high, about 3 feet wide, heading to the southwest. Slightly wider passage to the east.
Okay. Yeah, I think Tiefz will start down this way.
Okay. All right. You sense that this possibly connects to the first passage, the main passage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll head back and let everybody know. Oh, yeah, that goes back to the other passage. Let's try the other way.
Paizo was expanding my vocabulary. What the hell is that? Oh, this is so weird.
Paizo's word a day.
Yeah. Well, listen to this $1 million word. There are helictites, shaped like flowers that line the northeastern wall of this small cavern. They uncannily... Hold on.
So these are like rock formations
an
that look like
incomplete thought.
flowers.
Sorry?
There's like rock formations that look like flowers.
Yes, strange rock formations. I wish I could just, paste a picture. Maybe I could.
I just looked it up myself, and it's like a and the
It's here.
Wikipedia article starts out, a helictite is a speleothem. And I'm just like,
Oh, of course.
what? It does say in
That
parentheses.
explains it.
It does say in
Showing a
parentheses
picture.
after that cave form mineral, but it's still just like, thanks for describing this word with another really, really obscure word.
It's different from an ichthyoform.
Oh gosh.
What you also see in this chamber is that there's a mound of dried flowers and cave paintings that depict a bald, pregnant woman who wears a crown made of flowers, who carries an infant in one arm and a mammoth calf in the other arm.
Sounds like
And
it's
it doesn't look like what we would traditionally recognize as like a depiction of Sister Cinder.
No, it does not.
No, Sister Cinder is more fiery.
Yeah.
Religion check to see what deity this might represent.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a similar drawing in the cave with the mammoth skull?
No, that was an anthropomorphic mammoth sort of thing.
Ernest's lore check, you're frustrated because you know you would know this, but you feel like
It's
it's at the tip of your tongue, but you rolled terribly.
it's something pregnancy, maybe. There's the
All you can think of is the mother of monsters, but it doesn't seem like she doesn't really
Yeah,
elicit deferential worship,
yeah. There's different cultures have different deities that represent motherhood and fertility, and I've got no idea. I'm sorry. I feel like it's there, but I'm just not getting it.
I have religion training. I don't know if Ark would recognize.
Okay.
They've kind of been around here. I don't know if this.
Yeah. Well, you are stumped as well, and you feel very
Okay.
frustrated. You're like, you would know this. I'm even giving you a circumstance bonus and everything.
I missed. I zoned out whenever someone was talking about whatever this is.
Yeah, all of your good rolls were spent kicking ass, I guess.
I was looking up at the stars or the trees or something.
Ernest, you were too focused on that overhanging in the south. It's like about 12 feet from the ground. Apparently, there's a tunnel that leads somewhere else.
It's 12 feet up.
Well, yes, up there. It's I don't know where it goes, of course, but
Can I try to climb that?
Who said that?
Tiefz.
Hold
yeah,
on.
You can. Though.
hold on,
I think-
Gunter. Gunter, don't. Can you do for 12 feet ladder?
Yeah, I
So
can,
ladder?
but I thought Tiefz could climb anyway.
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
when he's
Yep,
raging.
Oh yeah, when I'm raging, but I also have good athletics, so I was.
But I'll make the stepping stones.
Very handy.
Okay.
That's where you don't have to roll.
This is. I'm just realizing that this is probably really good because my character's whole thing is like, I become enfeebled, and I have like 0 strength. So Gunther's being able to like help out with these climbing stuff is very, very useful, at least for me.
Yeah. Later, you could just float upward. By the way.
Yeah, later I'll get some tools of my own later, but for now.
Well, there's an inclined tunnel leading steadily upward to the south.
Okay. I will try to
And
get in here.
Gunther, I believe, just
getting-
needs to sustain this ability, and the steps stay there. Can I just start?
I think it's a sustain, yeah. I have to sustain it.
Yeah.
So you said this passageway is like going back up?
It's inclined upward.
Okay.
It's like a 20-degree angle.
I am trying to move T. Getting a token
Oh, are you trying to move?
error.
That means I have to move you.
I think you have to move me.
Who wants to follow? Anybody? Everybody?
I'll follow him so I can keep the stepping stones going if he needs them.
All right. I think I need you as kind of the last person so that you can keep the stones. Because it's a narrow passage.
Okay.
I have to be the one who moves you guys. All right.
I think I
if
can
everyone
keep the
else is
stone.
going up, then Ark will definitely follow.
Okay.
I think I have to stay within, 60 feet for the
Okay.
stones.
Okay,
No.
Ernest, you see a large, massive, and Tiefz, you see a large, massive, what's the word for this? You're on a ledge, and like about 60 feet below you is a very steep scree, like a downward, steeply sloping slope that that descends from the passage to the west. So if I could draw here, this looks like it connects to the northern main passage, but there is a steep decline here, and also in the distance. Wait, hold on. There's also a foot-wide ledge that leads westward along the northern rock face, and it looks like there might be another passage that it leads to. But it's perilous to walk along. It'll take some acrobatics there.
If there's ground there, I can just do stepping stones and we can walk across it.
Oh yeah, jeez, that's the most that ability, man. You like it's like flight, having flight at level 1.
Yeah, it's just
Good for level 4.
trivializing this movement.
Yeah,
I mean, it has to be.
he is the mountain man, y'all.
Yeah, it has to be against stone or earth for it to work like that without actual ground. Or I guess having the foot wide ledge works for that too. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey Ronald, sorry, could you ping where you're talking about the 1 foot ledge being? It's the thing to the north of us, right?
Yeah, it looks wider in the artwork than it is.
Yeah,
than it's described.
Yeah, it's like 5. It would be like 5
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
more,
like,
yeah.
doesn't look
No,
well.
this is what it looks like after Gunter does his thing.
after Gunter does his thing,
Yeah.
All right.
Looking around in this cavern, is there like anything or any creatures of any sort in here?
Oh, I should describe to you. There seems to be another ledge to the south along the eastern wall. But it's lower. It's like 40 feet lower than your ledge. And a similar height to yours, there's another... Okay, so that's this. And then there's another ledge about the height of your ledge that's over here. That also is an opening to the east. Yeah.
what
This
does the
is a
ceiling
crazy
look
cave.
like?
The ceiling looks like
Yes.
natural, a natural ceiling. However, it slopes downward the same way the scree does. It kind of follows along. Wait, but it's also very high where you are now.
Yeah.
I'm
Trying
gonna
to
find
think.
out one thing.
How hard does it seem like it's going to be to like have a bunch of people like come through here?
A lot of people would not be able to safely traverse this, and it looks like if they lose their
Yeah.
balance, they would tumble down some distance. And
And we've
Yeah, I
got
don't
like
think
animals
we'd
and
be
stuff
bringing them
too.
this way. I don't think we'd be bringing them this way anyway.
Following's gonna have to follow the main passage. It seems like.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do?
I mean, do we want to head along that northern edge?
Yeah, do we want to check those other passages, or do we want to go back and just check out the main passage out of the big cavern?
The northern one is the only one you guys can walk. Well, actually, with your ability...
I can get to any of them, I think.
Wait, that one's like 20 feet below you. I don't think you can... Let me read your ability. It's like... The ledge down here is 20 feet below and there's about 15 feet in between. And you can make a stair that is...
Down 15 feet.
15 feet vertically. I assume that's going to be like a 45-degree angle. So it kind of... There would be a drop-off at the end of about 35 feet to fall onto that next ledge. Still. You could also make it flat. Nah, it's probably not going to be allowed. The idea of going vertically is represented by the vertical distance number that they give us.
Right. Which
Okay.
we could climb down to the slope and then walk over to where that cave is and then climb up using stepping stones.
Are you talking about the northern one right now?
The one that's 20 feet below where we are,
Yeah, what were you
that
saying
you,
then?
that you were talking about. We
Yeah.
could,
Oh, no,
we
it's
can-
like 50 feet below
we
you.
can, yeah, we can vertically go down to the slope, to the ground level, and then walk over to be underneath that one, and then climb up to it
Yeah,
using
except
stepping
you're
stones.
70 feet above ground level right now.
I think the easiest thing for the group to do would be to either follow this northern ledge and see what's over here where I'm pinging, or to go back down because it looks like there's a connection behind us to get to the other side of this scree thing.
Yeah, let's check this area first and then go back down.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. As you're going along these steps, you notice to your left, way to the south, Tiefz, you actually see, when you walk here, you actually see there's an opening to the outside world. You see, I should have mentioned that there was light streaming in from outside towards this.
Okay, so to the south, there's an opening essentially in the ceiling or something.
Yeah, but it's like at the bottom of this. You know what? I take back what I said about the ceiling sloping downward. It doesn't. I'm doing my best to interpret this 3D environment because you can see straight ahead, Tiefz, while you're on this high ledge, far beyond the rocky slopes and caverns beyond. You see Lost Mammoth Valley. It's verdant, strewn with fields of bright flowers and tall green grasses. But there's a shape looming large in the sky, silhouetted black by the sun. A giant lizard, possibly a dragon, flying in your direction. And you hear a gravelly voice from behind you. "Take cover, you fool!"
What did it say?
"Take cover, you fool."
Oh
Seems
boy.
to be coming from behind you, or possibly in
Over
that
here.
room, you think? In that direction?
Okay. Can I? Yeah, can I just want to run to where I think I hear that voice coming from and try to get out of line of sight?
Okay. What does Gunter do?
Well, once everyone is off his stepping stones, he's heading back towards where that voice came from.
Okay, so is everyone in the party going in that same direction Tiefz is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, feel free to do that.
By the way, you've got the game paused, so we can't move
Oh,
our.
sorry.
Up there we go.
You know what? Oh, this is like you can do a 30-foot horizontal, so that solves that. Well, you find yourself in a room that looks like a living space. There's an unlit fire pit, 3 half-butchered bats, and a bushel of bolts lying in the in this area. And you see, walking back towards you, with a sword in hand, is a halfling who looks at you warily. And she asks you, "What do you intend to do?"
Well, right now we're taking cover like you suggested.
All right. She's she kind of looks at her living area and kind of interposes herself between you and it.
We're not here to take anything from you, I assure you. We have met very few allies in the cave, and
I have a picture.
we
Here.
could use as much help as we can get.
She says, "And who are you? What are you doing here?"
We're members
right.
of the... We're the Broken Tusk. We just want to pass through. We don't want to hurt you.
Oopsie.
And Tiefz.
My name is Ernest, and like was said, we are part of a mammoth following.
Mm-hmm. She
A
says
mammoth
that,
following.
she lives nearby, and she says that she's a crusader, or was a crusader. Fought the world wound.
Oh, yes.
And she says, don't touch anything.
We have no desire to touch any of your things.
Don't touch anything, Tiefz.
Everyone always look at me when people say things like that.
Well,
What are the
got yourself
requirements for trying to like use diplomacy to make an impression?
you can. Have you said anything so far?
Yeah, I spoke. I don't know. I hope it went through Discord. I just said that we were members of the Broken Tusk and that we meant her no harm.
All right. First, she says that you must be pretty capable to have gotten this far. She says.
It
Go ahead
wasn't
and
without
open-
losses.
She kind of looks at you with this, she tilts her head and says, and thinks about that. You can go ahead and make a diplomacy check, Arctura, as you try to. She kind of lowers her guard and puts her sword in in the sheath, and says that there are dangerous predators in these caves. There seem to be plenty of them around today, and you're free to use this room, she says after she leaves.
Do you know that dragon?
The dragon? That would be Venexus. It rules the valley. You didn't come from the south, clearly.
No.
I think we're trying to get to the south.
Yes, we are attempting to enter Lost Mammoth Valley.
Ha! That's a new one. People usually don't want to enter that valley. Well, those who worship the thing, maybe.
Worship the dragon.
They worship the dragon. She agrees with you and sees your expression, and she says, "Yep."
Well, I'm sure the dragon loves that.
Of course.
They tend to, historically.
Do you know of a way to get safely down to that exit?
To get out of the caves? Well, having tools, she says. She points at her equipment. Will help you.
Mm-hmm.
but there's some other place. There's another entrance that seems to be guarded.
Guarded.
Yeah, or it seems to be doesn't look right. There are these trees there that seem to be cursed.
We must investigate these trees.
Yeah, she says. Out the way you came, you walked. You came up through the narrow tunnel. Yes. You did not climb from below to get to where we are now.
We went through the narrow path.
Yes. She kind of says if you the broad path. If you go down the broad path, you'll find that will take you to this cavern that I would not go to myself.
Like I said, we're with a mammoth following, and so we need space for mammoths to be able to make it through.
Ah, yes, yeah, the mammoths. You need to find a way to get through those trees then. I
trees,
can't tell you much about them. They just looked. They had black sap. The branches looked almost ghoulish.
Would
Not
Danek
natural.
know? Would Danek know anything about this, or what these things might be?
From that knowledge check, no.
Worthless druid.
My recall knowledge rolls have sucked, you guys. Today.
I think,
Yeah.
have we asked the halfling her name?
There, you can
Did
call
I miss
me.
that?
Verilyn Erridge. Probably haven't heard my name, have you?
Your name is Ronald.
Vare, V-A-R-E. Many,
Fair.
yeah.
Perhaps we'll meet each other again in the. Oh, wait. In the chamber, it's bothering me. There's an image of a pregnant woman. Do you know anything? Do you know what deity that's supposed to represent?
Ah, that would be, Fendara.
That's it.
Of course.
So everybody knows that, she says.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just slipping my mind.
The mother of life, mother of all things.
Yes, of course.
You talk weird. You must be coming from the south. That's why you don't know. Everybody who's native to these places knows.
Well, I personally am actually from Taldor, but
Well, who am I to judge them? Many of us are outsiders. Came here to fight the demons. You'll find
Indeed.
demons too in that valley. Some of them survived the war.
Well, the Sakura Scar is still a place teeming with demons. This is a known fact, even south.
Yes, they weren't with it. Once their armies were defeated, she gives like a punch, like in this sword swipe in the air. They scattered, found little homes, basically to get prey, fill their desires.
Yes, that is one thing that we ran into within these very caves was a demon.
Ah, she says, and he slew it. So you might be able to. You seem like a capable group. Maybe those you can. Yeah, she says, you may have a fighting chance then against what was in that other room.
The trees.
Oh, I should tell you too that I think that there's some flying monsters lurking in that bigger room beyond. You'll want to not make a lot of noise.
No, great flying monsters.
Pointing to the room you just came from.
Mm.
We didn't see anything in there.
Yeah, she thinks that they lair just outside the cave or somewhere. She's seen them, or this could be their own lair. She's not sure, but
Thank you for your help. We'll be coming back later with the rest of our family. You're welcome to join us. There's strength in numbers out here in the wilderness. But if you would prefer to stay here on your own, you're welcome to that as well.
Well, I'm more of a... Let me just say I have some unfinished business in the area that I need to see through. But yes, I thank you for that.
So we should go quietly back to this area up here and continue to explore, I say.
Indeed. No need to rest at this point. We really haven't, ever since our return here, we really haven't run into any particularly dangerous.
Custom stairs.
We've been fine, so...
It's fine.
To the south.
Honestly, I'm honestly kind of aching for some action, and that's kind of weird coming from me.
It's got
You see
the
some...
bloodlust.
There's a ledge here to the south that has some boulders that looks like... You could have sworn, Tiefz, that you saw some movement from behind them here, down here to the south.
Okay. I'll pass that on to everybody. I think they are hiding by those boulders to the south, you see.
Yes.
So we're going back through. I guess Ark at least will. When we go back through, we'll be attempting to avoid notice.
Okay.
I agree. If there's something there, we should avoid notice.
Okay.
So that's what I will also be doing. That.
I can try it. I'm at least trained in stealth.
Is anyone an expert in stealth? No?
Question.
No.
Okay, so no following the expert.
Okay. Well, you're making a... I assume you're using the ability you have, the kineticist ability to make rocks.
I think so, yeah.
Which,
Probably is loud.
yeah, I'm just doing a normal stealth check for you. And... let's see, Tiefz. Looking at this. Yeah, Gunter. What's our marching order? Okay, we got Tiefz in the front. Gunter next, I guess.
Ernest is second to last.
All right.
I figure I'm in the middle, so I can keep the stepping stones going for the front and the back.
All right. There seems to be at the southernmost ledge to the east some you see silhouettes of shapes kind of silhouetted against the cave opening, and they are screaming as they fly out towards you.
They're screaming?
Yes. We are going to roll initiative. Yes.
Yeah.
Initiative stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we were trying to avoid notice, weren't we?
Yeah.
I want to get through a first round with our time that we have. I gotta use the bathroom really quick.
Regulus, you don't need to get up there. There you go,
We have a
buddy.
predicament, Gunter. You need to sustain that thing.
I'm gonna roll his
Single
action.
action.
So I can't be doing avoid notice then, right?
Yeah, you can. It's just, yeah, you can. It's just that, if you don't sustain it in the first round, it's gonna disappear.
Okay. So it's one action that I'm not going to be able to use for something else then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, as it gets closer, you see, it's, you definitely, it looks like it's made out of rock. And it is going to fly towards the goblin. And because of the wider ledge, you are not off guard trying to balance. And now it's going to try to bite you.
No, I'm Tiefz.
No. Okay, that's a miss. Arctura, what do you do?
I just imagine we're just biting at each other, and it's just not.
No arms at all, it's just biting. Arctura, what do you...
Ark is going to. Okay, so this like narrow passageway is you know, I know we're trying to be quick about this. I will cast Bless and just kind of raise my shield.
Okay. Very good.
So
Okay, and Tiefz?
Okay, Tiefz. Well, I kind of want to. So I think I'm gonna raise my shield. And I think I need to just. I just want to move out of the way a little bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna. I think go over here. No, okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll bite him.
One
while
thing
I'm
is
here.
I would have had it fly above you. It's actually above you.
It's above me, but it's adjacent, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I will bite him.
Okay. Ooh, okay. No,
Yeah, now can I hero point that one?
yeah.
Let's see. Somebody remind me how to do this in Foundry.
Right click the
Right click
current
the
result.
number. Okay. Okay. Not doing anything for me.
Scroll down so it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Yeah.
Is
reroll.
anyone does anyone having an issue going another 10 minutes?
No.
No.
Okay.
That's a 20 now.
That's a 20. That's a hit. No, that's not. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
I was
Yeah, so I
optimistic.
got my shield raised, and then he's just gonna move.
Okay.
Actually, right here.
I feel terrible for raising your hopes. Okay. All right. It's above that pathway. Here comes more. Okay, it's gonna fly up above Gunter and try to bite him. Ooh,
That's kind of bad because I don't have my stance going yet.
yeah. Oh, it rolls badly. Okay. So you dodge that one,
Okay.
and then this flies up towards Danek and tries to bite him from above. Oh, wow. You guys are all avoiding these easily. Gunter. They're rolling very
All right.
well.
Yeah. I will activate my mountain stance. Well, no. I'm considered to be on the ground right now, right?
Yes.
Technically. Okay. So I'll activate Mountain Stance, and I will flurry of blows against the one that tried to bite me.
Okay. All right. Here comes a flurry. Okay, why are there no strikes available for you?
Did you put me in my stance?
I did. We'll check. You have 2 mountain stances, so maybe that confused.
There it is.
Okay. Okay, first hits. Second hits.
Nice.
Okay. 15 plus 11. 26 damage. That combines and has resistance to physical damage. That's going to be 21 damage instead.
Okay.
And it is, with pummeling strikes, you're able to break chunks off of it. It seems like a pretty tough to hurt creature, but it looks surprised. You see a look of surprise as you combine your blows together. It's now at like half health.
Okay.
Last action.
And I use my action to sustain.
All right, everybody feel the rocks beneath you tilt slightly as you maintain this concentration. Okay, Danek.
Okay. That's something good.
Okay, I'm giving Gunter a hero point because this is badass. He's keeping you all held up.
Pretty radical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These gargoyles are actually in your above your squares right now.
Okay, so I'm going to use I think I'm going to use electric arc for this one and this one.
Okay.
So let's go. Wait, I need to click on myself and not Gunter. Spells, electric arc. So it's a DC 20 reflex.
Okay. Okay, they both succeed.
Okay. They
Okay.
take half of that.
All right. Below average.
Yeah. And then with my third action, I'm going to move off of the ledge.
Okay.
So we're gonna go shift there.
Okay, as you're doing that,
I'm gonna have to.
these
Oh,
two,
yeah, I got
as you move into Gunter's space, that gargoyle above Gunter's square gives you a claw as you walk past.
Yeah.
It's a hit for 11, and the second gargoyle does the same.
Let's knock out all those.
Oh crap! It's a crit.
So that stops me.
No, it doesn't.
No. Okay.
So
It
that's
only works on
11
only
plus 19 damage.
And it continues. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yikes. All right.
Okay, Ernest.
Oh, I just
Oh
realized.
boy.
I'm sorry.
Recall knowledge about the one closest to me. What is their worst save?
No luck. You don't know.
Okay. Well, I just saw them all strike out when someone ran by them, so. Yeah, I'm going to take a step back and fire an arrow at the one closest to me.
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay.
Trying to see if this is the narrow part. It kind of looks like it is the narrow part, so you'll need that ledge
I'll need that ledge.
maintained. If you don't want to be asked to balance.
Yeah. I missed.
Okay, that's a miss.
I'm done.
All right. Okay. Here's another one. Flies. And what's this distance? Did I just fly? Yeah, I guess I did. I'm flying above Danek. You won the lottery, Danek. Okay, this is a miss. There you go. That's more like it.
When he left the square in front of me to do the square above me, would that trigger reactive strike?
Yes, it would have.
Okay. Then I would like to use that.
Okay.
With my
That's a hit.
trident.
Very good. 13 damage. Okay. Takes 8. Okay, the next creature is going to fly above Ernest. And
Nimble dodge.
nimble dodge.
Turned it on.
Okay, here we go. Tries to bite. Okay, that's gonna hit despite nimble dodge. 6 piercing.
Yep.
And a claw attack will miss. Okay. Arctura.
Okay, I'm going to... Oh, wait, I actually can't. It's kind of pinning me in here. I will... Is there... So, I know it's kind of funky, but he's up above Ernest.
Mm-hmm.
Could I, cast Spray of Stars without
Yes.
affecting Ernest? Okay.
Yep. In
Then
fact,
I will
I
do
think
that.
you could even affect this second one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then let's do that. Aim it good.
Okay. Alright, make reflex saves. Roll damage. The first one succeeds. So this one takes 2, the second one takes 4. And the one who fails is dazzled for 3 rounds. Okay. Nice.
And
get
then
your
I
first.
will... Did Ernest take any damage?
Yes.
I
6
did,
damage.
yes. Yeah, not a
Okay,
lot.
I will cast Lay on Hands on Ernest to give him a little bit of healing and that boost to his AC.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Tiefz.
Okay, well, I got one next to me, so I am going to rage. Yes, works.
Release the beast.
And then we're gonna bite. Oh, the one right next to me. Ah.
Oh, no. Your teeth. You're just jumping up and
Wait,
down
wait.
trying to reach them.
Alright, yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, sorry, I forgot to target again. Okay, and then we're gonna agile claw combat grab.
God! It hasn't
Can't
worked
win
yet.
today. Can't win today. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Gargoyle is going to go for... it's gonna go for... Tiefz. You get your personal one. Oh, jeez. It was because of the rage. -1
Yep.
penalty.
Yep.
Every +1. 23. Here comes a claw. That misses. Ooh. Okay. This guy is almost certainly going to go for Gunter. Okay, does so. And is going to try to attack Gunter, though it's dazzled right now. Natural 1, and then a claw. Okay. All right, those are misses. Gunter Steinfaust.
All right, I'll go ahead and use an action to sustain the stepping stones.
Mm-hmm.
I will flurry of blows the one that tried to bite me.
Okay. All right, here comes a falling stone. That's a hit. Second misses. Okay, 15 becomes 10 damage. This is also
All right.
about half health.
Okay. And I won't be able to raise my shield, but I'll go ahead and interact to pull my shield around to my arm,
Okay.
and then I'll that'll be my turn.
All right, Danek.
Also, Tiefz, you should be down. Oh, never mind it.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to figure that one out. I just got
So this is a thing. So they're taking less physical damage. I am going to use electric arc again, targeting the two that are near me and Tiefz. So we're going to use spells. Put that in there. So DC 20 reflex.
They both fail.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So let's.
Ooh. Okay. Well,
So
full damage though.
yeah, and then for my last action, I'm going to use where is it? Where's my focus spells at? There we go. Untamed Shift to give myself claws.
Mm-hmm.
Except I need to move myself to target
You guys see their
myself.
health bars, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. That's
And those are my actions.
all right. Ernest.
I will attempt once again to recall knowledge on the one that is above me.
What do you want to know?
Same
What was
question as before. Worst save.
It looks like their reflexes are poor, relatively.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no matter what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna provoke an attack. I am going to attempt to point blank fire at it. So that I do know that provokes. So if he wants to try to disrupt my attack.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't attack.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, it's a different thing.
oh, it's a okay. Well then, let's see how this works then.
Actually, I'll put it in the chat. It's kind of cool. That's a hit.
All right, and now I'm dealing 3d6 damage.
Yes. Okay.
Woohoo!
Very good. However, that resistance gonna get in the way.
Oh yeah, totally. And then one more arrow against it.
Not off guard, right? No, it is off guard still.
Yeah, it's off guard.
Okay.
It's off guard. On a success, it's off guard until the start.
The end of your
Until the end of my turn, and then if I critically succeed, it's off guard for a minute. So that's fun. But
Yeah. Oh, miss.
that's yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only got a +5 on my
Gargoyle.
second fix.
Is gonna go after Danek. Oh no, I'm scared. That's a hit for 15. Claw misses, and it's gonna maintain its flight. I think. Actually, no. It's actually gonna alight itself here. No, it's gonna provoke you. No, it decides to stay in the air. It made its intelligence check. Okay, that's it for now, folks. We're in the middle. We cut to black. To be continued.
Dum dum.
How do we feel? I feel like this party's pretty. I don't know. I like it. I like everybody's characters.
Yeah, what do we think?
Yeah, I like it.
Something we
I'm
haven't
not
seen
sure
about
how I feel about
Arctura is that he has resistance 4 to physical damage.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I've just been hanging in the back. No one's
Yeah.
been trying to hit me.
Yeah.
That's fine because I'm made to support from the back line. So that's
So what was the ability you posted in the chat, Ronald? Because I can't.
Clawed feet. It's a reaction. If it's flying and a creature moves into an adjacent square below it, it gets to make a claw strike.
Mm.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I was wondering why I didn't get it when I ran out.
Yeah.
I might let.
Though actually, I
might let-
realized you. Whatever.
I might let
When it
them,
Oh, should
you
I have
entered
gotten
the
one?
square diagonally adjacent.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you would have gotten one, then I would have gotten one last, but it's okay.
Oh, it just went to a different character. I see.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he took all of them when he ran out.
Oh, it was already provoked. Okay. Or something like that.
Well, yeah.
No, I ran out first, and then so I should have taken one, I think. But anyway,
I'll let them. I'll let them try to provoke against me.
I don't think my memory's good enough and I don't care too much, so it's okay.
It's fine.
yeah.
You got the pain, Danek.
Yeah.
That's canon.
My AC goes up if I provoke by movement, so I'll test that out and see how well they do.
Oh yeah, it goes up by
Nice.
4, doesn't it?
Yep.
Wow, if your shield is raised.
No, because it doesn't stack with the shield because they're both circumstance.
Oh, okay. It would still be 26.
Yeah, it would only bump it up by 2 if I have my shield raised, basically.
Uh-huh. All right.
But still, we'll see how
any
that
other
goes.
thoughts on our session?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, fun.
We've
I'm
advanced-
enjoying being able to be stepping stones for everybody.
Yeah, everyone's played a part, I feel like. It's cool.
So when is the next session? I was
2 weeks.
trying to
from
follow
today.
that. 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's pretty much every other week.
Kind
I don't
of.
know
Yeah,
if
their
there's any.
schedule's pretty regular, I'm seeing. It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, because there's no other group I'm juggling with for this time slot. That's why I always think you guys are Sunday, by the way. I always had to be corrected on that. Okay. All right. I'm glad people had fun. Any other thoughts? Feel free to message me. And yeah, that's it. I will see you all later.
Thank you for
All right.
Sure, you're welcome.
Catch you guys
Thanks for
later.
running around.
Bye.
Okay.
Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.